This is your moment to take charge and change your life for the better. Every day offers a new chance to grow stronger, smarter, and more focused. You don't have to stay stuck in old habits or negative thinking. This guide will show you practical steps you can start using right now to build resilience, improve your mindset, and take control of your future. Imagine waking up each day with clear goals, the energy to chase them, and the confidence to overcome any obstacle. If you're ready to stop waiting for change and begin living the life you want, this is exactly what you need. Let's explore powerful, simple ways to transform your mindset and your habits so you can unlock the best version of yourself. Stick with this journey and you'll discover how to turn challenges into growth, distractions into focus, and dreams into real achievements. Your new life starts here. Chapter 1. Embrace responsibility and take control of your life today. Taking full responsibility for your life is the foundation of any meaningful change. It means stopping the endless cycle of blaming circumstances, other people, or bad luck, and instead standing firmly in your power to influence your own future. This is not just a motivational phrase, it is a clear, practical mindset that separates those who drift aimlessly from those who steer with intention. Responsibility is the key that unlocks freedom. It may sound paradoxical. How can owning your challenges and choices lead to freedom? The answer lies in control. When you accept responsibility, you take control of your actions and reactions. You realize that no matter what external forces come your way, you have the power to decide how you respond. That power creates true freedom, because no one can take away your ability to choose your attitude, your effort, and your direction. Most people live as if life is happening to them rather than through them. They wait for things to change externally before they change internally. This approach leads to frustration and helplessness. The moment you decide to stop being a passive passenger and become the driver, everything shifts. You no longer wait for permission, approval, or the perfect moment. You create your own momentum by acting decisively and owning your life fully. Responsibility is not a burden. It is a privilege because it puts you in the driver's seat of your life's journey. This mindset empowers you to face setbacks without excuse, to learn from mistakes without self-pity, and to grow consistently without relying on external validation. Taking control means focusing your energy on what you can influence. There will always be factors outside your control, other people's opinions, unexpected events, or economic conditions, but none of these can dictate your values, your work ethic, or your mindset, unless you allow them. This distinction is the heart of Stoic wisdom. Differentiate between what you can change and what you cannot, and dedicate yourself fully to the former. When you embrace this, your sense of power increases and your anxiety about the future decreases. Instead of wasting energy on things beyond your reach, you channel it into daily actions that move you closer to your goals. To embrace responsibility, start by examining your current mindset. Notice how often you blame circumstances or others for your situation. Whenever the thought, "it's not my fault," arises, pause and challenge it. Ask yourself what part you played in creating the current reality and what you can do right now to improve it. This exercise is not about guilt, but about clarity. It reveals where you have control and where your efforts can make a difference. It also uncovers blind spots where you may be avoiding responsibility out of fear or discomfort. Accepting responsibility requires courage because it means facing your flaws and mistakes honestly. It means admitting when you were wrong, when you failed, or when you fell short. This is uncomfortable but necessary. Growth never happens in comfort zones. By taking responsibility for your failures, you disarm them. You no longer give them power to define you or keep you stuck. Instead, you turn them into lessons and stepping stones. This shift transforms failure from a dead end into a vital part of your progress. One practical step to embody responsibility is to track your decisions daily. At the end of each day, reflect on the choices you made, big and small, and how they contributed to your life. Were these decisions aligned with your goals and values? Did you act proactively or reactively? This simple habit creates awareness and accountability. It also trains your mind to focus on the role you play in shaping your life's story. Another powerful practice is to set clear boundaries. Responsibility means owning your actions, but also protecting your energy. Saying no to distractions, toxic relationships, or unnecessary obligations is part of taking control. Boundaries help you stay focused on what truly matters and prevent burnout. They signal to yourself and others that you value your time and priorities. This respect for your own limits creates space for growth and improvement. Taking responsibility also means committing to your personal growth every day. This commitment is not a vague wish, but a deliberate choice to improve your mindset, skills, and habits continuously. It is an investment in yourself that pays off over time. You can start small by reading a few pages of a book, journaling your thoughts, or practicing a new skill. The key is consistency and a willingness to face discomfort. Growth often requires doing what feels difficult or unfamiliar because it stretches your limits. You will face resistance, internal and external, when you start owning your life fully. Old habits, self-doubt, and fear of change will try to pull you back into old patterns. Others may question or discourage your new direction. This resistance is normal and expected. The difference lies in how you respond. By embracing responsibility, you cultivate resilience. You understand that setbacks are temporary and that perseverance is essential. Every challenge becomes a test of your commitment to yourself. Real-world examples show how responsibility transforms lives. Consider someone stuck in a job they dislike. The easy path is to blame the economy, their boss, or their education. But the responsible approach is to identify what actions they can take, upgrading skills, networking, or applying for new positions. This proactive mindset creates options and possibilities where before there seemed to be none. It shifts the person from victimhood to empowerment. Responsibility also applies to your emotional life. You are responsible for your feelings and how you express them. You can choose to let anger, resentment, or fear control you, or you can decide to respond calmly and constructively. This emotional mastery builds stronger relationships and improves your overall well-being. It also helps you maintain focus on your goals despite emotional distractions. Taking control of your life means creating routines and systems that support your vision. You are responsible for structuring your environment to make success easier. This might mean organizing your workspace, setting daily priorities, or surrounding yourself with supportive people. These practical steps remove friction and increase your chances of follow-through. They show that responsibility is not abstract, but deeply practical. Accountability partners can be invaluable in this process. Sharing your goals and progress with someone you trust creates external motivation and honest feedback. It holds you to your commitments and encourages transparency. This social aspect of responsibility reinforces your internal drive and makes your journey less isolating. It is essential to approach responsibility with kindness toward yourself. Taking ownership does not mean harsh self-criticism or unrealistic expectations. It means honest evaluation combined with compassion. Treat yourself like a close friend who deserves patience and encouragement. When you stumble, forgive quickly and refocus. This balanced approach sustains long-term progress and prevents burnout. As you take control, you will notice a shift in how you see challenges. They become opportunities for growth rather than threats. This mindset creates momentum because it fuels motivation instead of fear. You begin to act with confidence and clarity because you trust yourself to handle whatever comes. This trust builds over time through consistent, responsible action. Responsibility is also about purpose. When you take control of your life, you clarify what truly matters to you. You start living according to your values instead of reacting to external demands. This alignment brings fulfillment and a sense of meaning. It transforms daily routines from chores into deliberate steps toward your ideal life. In practical terms, start today by identifying one area where you feel stuck or powerless. Break it down into specific actions you can take immediately. It might be as simple as organizing your day, making a phone call, or setting a small goal. Take that step now and notice how it changes your mindset. This momentum builds quickly when fueled by responsible choices. Remember, no one else will live your life for you. Every change begins with the decision to own your journey fully. It is not easy, but it is essential. The more responsibility you embrace, the more freedom you experience. This freedom is not about external circumstances, but inner mastery. The ability to direct your thoughts, emotions, and actions toward the life you want. Every day offers a new opportunity to take control. It is a chance to rewrite your story with intention and courage. When you take responsibility, you reclaim your power. You prove to yourself that you are not defined by your past or your conditions. You are defined by your choices and your commitment to growth. This chapter is an invitation to stop waiting and start acting. It is a call to embrace your role as the architect of your life. By doing so, you open the door to transformation that no external force can undo. The path will have obstacles, but responsibility gives you the tools to navigate them with wisdom and resilience. Taking control also means accepting uncertainty. Life will never be perfectly predictable or easy. Responsibility is not about controlling everything, but about mastering your response to whatever happens. This mastery is the real power that brings peace and progress. It frees you from the trap of blame and regret, and grounds you in purposeful action. As you continue on this path, cultivate patience. Change rarely happens overnight. Responsibility requires steady commitment and repeated effort. Celebrate small wins and learn from setbacks. Keep your eyes on the long-term vision, but focus on what you can do today. This balance keeps you grounded and motivated. Ultimately, embracing responsibility is a statement of self-respect. It honors your potential and your ability to grow. It acknowledges that your life is worth the effort it takes to improve. This respect fuels your persistence and inspires those around you. It creates a ripple effect that extends beyond your own life. This chapter closes with a powerful truth. You are more capable than you realize. The moment you decide to take control is the moment you start becoming the person you want to be. Responsibility is not a destination, but a daily practice. It is the foundation upon which all other growth builds. Begin now with a single step, and keep moving forward with courage and clarity. Your life is yours to shape. Wake up to that reality and act with purpose every day. Chapter 2. Build daily habits that strengthen your mental resilience. Building daily habits that strengthen mental resilience is one of the most effective ways to prepare yourself for the inevitable challenges life throws your way. Mental resilience is not something we are simply born with. It's cultivated through consistent effort and intentional practice. It's the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, to adapt in the face of adversity, and to maintain a calm, clear mind amid chaos. Developing this strength transforms how you experience stress, setbacks, and pressure. Instead of being overwhelmed, you respond with clarity, purpose, and a steady heart. The first step to building mental resilience through habits is understanding that small, consistent actions matter more than occasional bursts of effort. Resilience grows like a muscle. It strengthens through regular training. This means the habits you practice every day shape your ability to withstand pressure and bounce back from difficulties. It's not about a single heroic effort, but about the daily choices you make, how you manage your thoughts, emotions, and energy. To begin, focus on creating a routine that includes intentional moments of self-awareness. Take time each day to check in with yourself honestly. Ask how you feel mentally and emotionally without judgment. This simple act builds emotional intelligence, which is a cornerstone of resilience. When you recognize your state of mind, you are better equipped to respond rather than react. This practice also prevents small worries or negative thoughts from accumulating unnoticed and causing burnout. Another crucial habit is developing a mindset rooted in acceptance. Life is unpredictable, and resisting what happens only increases suffering. Instead, work on accepting your circumstances as they are, even when they are difficult. Acceptance does not mean resignation or giving up. It means recognizing reality clearly, so you can act effectively. This clarity reduces wasted energy on denial or frustration. Daily reminders to accept what you cannot change free your mind to focus on what you can influence. In addition to acceptance, cultivating optimism is vital. Optimism does not mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means maintaining hope and belief in positive outcomes, despite setbacks. Daily habits such as writing down 3 things you are grateful for or identifying one small win each day can shift your brain to look for opportunities instead of obstacles. This positive outlook fuels perseverance and creative problem-solving, essential components of resilience. Physical health significantly impacts mental resilience. The body and mind are deeply connected. Regular physical activity releases chemicals that improve mood, reduce stress, and boost cognitive function. Even simple habits like walking for 15 minutes a day, stretching, or practicing breathing exercises can enhance your mental toughness. Consistent sleep is equally important. A rested mind is more capable of managing stress and thinking clearly. Creating a habit of prioritizing quality sleep is a powerful tool for resilience. Building mental resilience also requires training your mind to focus and avoid distractions. The modern world is full of noise and interruptions that scatter your attention and increase stress. Developing habits that protect your focus, such as setting specific work periods without checking phones or emails, allows you to engage deeply with tasks and reduces mental fatigue. Practicing mindfulness meditation, even for a few minutes daily, strengthens your ability to observe your thoughts without getting caught in them. This mental discipline enables you to stay calm and centered under pressure. When faced with challenges, resilient individuals approach problems with a solution-oriented mindset. Building this habit means training yourself to ask, "What can I do now?" rather than dwelling on "Why did this happen to me?" or "Who is to blame?" Shifting your attention to actionable steps empowers you and reduces feelings of helplessness. Making a daily habit of breaking down problems into smaller, manageable parts helps maintain momentum even when the situation feels overwhelming. Another habit that strengthens mental resilience is nurturing your sense of purpose. Having a clear reason for your actions anchors you during tough times. When your purpose aligns with your daily efforts, setbacks become less discouraging because they are part of a larger journey. Reflect on what matters most to you and set simple intentions each day that connect to your purpose. This keeps your motivation steady and your perspective grounded. It is equally important to develop emotional regulation habits. Resilience does not mean suppressing feelings, but managing them wisely. Techniques like journaling about your emotions, talking honestly with a trusted friend, or practicing calming breathing exercises help you process feelings healthily. Avoiding emotional avoidance or impulsive reactions strengthens your ability to face difficulties with calmness and rationality. Building a habit of continuous learning also fuels resilience. Life's challenges often require new skills or perspectives. Commit to reading, listening, or practicing something new every day, even if just for a few minutes. This habit keeps your mind flexible and adaptive. It reduces fear of the unknown, because you are constantly expanding your capacity. Embracing learning as a daily practice builds confidence in your ability to handle whatever life presents. Resilience is closely tied to how you frame failure. Developing a habit of seeing failures as feedback rather than defeat changes everything. Each mistake becomes a lesson, a chance to refine your approach. Regularly review what you have learned from setbacks and adjust your strategies. This habit nurtures growth and reduces the fear that often paralyzes action. Social connections play a powerful role in resilience. Cultivating habits that maintain and deepen supportive relationships strengthens your mental toughness. Make time to reach out to friends, family, or mentors regularly. Sharing your struggles and successes creates emotional support and accountability. Knowing you are not alone in your journey lightens burdens and provides perspective. To build these habits effectively, start by choosing one or two practices that resonate most with you. Trying to change everything at once overwhelms the mind and leads to failure. Focus on manageable habits that fit your lifestyle and preferences. Use triggers in your environment, such as a morning coffee or bedtime, to remind you to perform these new behaviors. Consistency is more important than intensity. The power lies in daily repetition over time. Track your progress in a simple way, like a journal or habit tracker. Celebrate small wins to build momentum and reinforce positive behavior. When setbacks occur, view them as part of the process and recommit immediately without harsh judgment. This compassionate approach keeps your motivation alive and prevents discouragement. Building mental resilience through daily habits is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It requires patience, discipline, and self-compassion. Some days will be harder than others, but your commitment to these practices creates a foundation of strength that grows with every step. Over time, you will notice a greater ability to remain calm under pressure, recover from difficulties faster, and approach life's uncertainties with confidence. Remember that mental resilience is your internal shield, not an absence of struggle, but your skillful response to it. By cultivating habits that nurture this resilience daily, you prepare yourself not only to survive challenges, but to thrive because of them. The investment you make in these small daily actions pays off in a life marked by greater peace, purpose, and power. This journey starts now. Choose one habit today that supports your mental resilience and commit to it fully. Your future self will thank you for the strength and stability you build one day at a time. Chapter 3. Develop clear goals and create a practical action plan. Setting clear goals and creating a practical action plan is the cornerstone of turning dreams into reality. Without clarity about what you want, your energy dissipates in all directions. A clear goal acts like a compass, providing direction and focus, but clarity alone is not enough. A practical plan transforms your intentions into step-by-step actions. This combination of clarity and planning is what separates vague wishes from real progress. When goals are well-defined and paired with concrete steps, motivation grows, obstacles become manageable, and success feels attainable. Begin by defining what truly matters to you. This requires deep reflection. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? Why is this important? What will this goal add to my life? Purpose is the fuel behind every meaningful goal. It keeps you committed when distractions arise or challenges appear. Take time to write down your answers honestly and in detail. Avoid general or vague statements like, "I want to be successful." Instead, be specific. "I want to build a sustainable business that supports my family and allows me freedom." Precision creates a clear target for your efforts. Once you have clarity on your goal, break it down into smaller, manageable pieces. Large goals can feel overwhelming when viewed as a whole. Dividing your goal into smaller milestones transforms it into a series of achievable steps. This approach prevents procrastination and builds momentum. For example, if your goal is to improve your fitness, your first step might be walking 15 minutes daily rather than jumping into intense workouts. Small wins accumulate and boost confidence, reinforcing your commitment. Practical planning requires identifying what resources, skills, or support you need to reach each milestone. Consider what you already have and what you need to acquire. This analysis reveals gaps and guides your learning or preparation. Making a realistic assessment prevents frustration and wasted effort. It also helps you anticipate potential challenges so you can plan how to address them in advance. Setting deadlines for each step is crucial. A goal without a timeline is a wish. Deadlines create urgency and prevent endless delays. Be honest and realistic about how much time each task requires. Too tight a schedule may cause stress and burnout, while too loose may lead to procrastination. Adjust deadlines based on progress and circumstances, but always keep moving forward. Writing down your goals and action plan is a powerful habit. The physical act of writing clarifies your thoughts and increases commitment. Keep your plan visible on a board, in a journal, or on your phone to remind yourself daily. This constant reminder keeps your goals alive in your mind and influences your daily choices. It also allows you to track progress and adjust when necessary. Accountability is another key factor. Share your goals and plans with someone you trust. Regularly report your progress to this person or group. Accountability partners provide encouragement, honest feedback, and motivation. They help you stay on track when your own enthusiasm wanes. Sometimes, knowing someone else is watching encourages you to push through moments of doubt. Be prepared to face obstacles and setbacks. No journey toward a meaningful goal is without challenges. Viewing setbacks as temporary and solvable rather than permanent failures is essential. Include contingency plans in your action steps. Ask yourself, if this approach doesn't work, what else can I try? Flexibility and adaptability in your plan allow you to navigate difficulties without losing sight of your goal. Review your goals and progress regularly. This habit enables you to celebrate successes and identify areas needing adjustment. Self-reflection keeps you aligned with your values and evolving circumstances. It also prevents stagnation or aimless pursuit. Each review is an opportunity to refine your plan based on what you have learned, ensuring continuous improvement. Motivation fluctuates naturally. Some days your goal will feel urgent and exciting. Other days it may feel distant or exhausting. Building your action plan around consistent, achievable habits helps you move forward even on low motivation days. These habits become automatic steps that keep you connected to your goal without relying solely on inspiration. Focus on the process as much as the outcome. Goals can sometimes create pressure to reach a destination without appreciating growth along the way. Shifting your mindset to value learning, effort, and progress makes your journey more rewarding. Celebrate each effort, not just the final achievement. This attitude strengthens resilience and sustains your drive over the long term. It's important to align your goals with your broader life vision. Fragmented goals without coherence can lead to confusion and burnout. Take time to see how each goal fits into your overall values and purpose. When goals are congruent, Your energy flows naturally, and you avoid contradictory efforts. This harmony increases your likelihood of sustained success. Visualization is a practical tool to deepen your connection with your goals. Spend time imagining yourself achieving your objectives, vividly and emotionally. This practice strengthens your belief in the possibility and primes your brain to recognize opportunities aligned with your goals. Visualization also increases focus and motivation by connecting you emotionally to the outcome. Create rituals around your goal work. Rituals are repeated actions that signal your brain to engage deeply. Whether it's a morning review, a weekly planning session, or a daily journaling habit, rituals build consistency. They reduce the mental effort required to get started and make progress feel natural. Integrating these rituals into your routine embeds your goals into daily life seamlessly. Seek knowledge and mentorship to accelerate your progress. No one achieves significant goals in isolation. Learn from those who have walked the path before you. Mentors provide wisdom, encouragement, and shortcuts that save time and reduce mistakes. Approach your goal with humility and openness to guidance. This learning mindset enriches your plan and deepens your confidence. Avoid perfectionism. Waiting for the perfect plan or the perfect moment only delays action. Accept that your action plan will evolve as you gain experience. Taking imperfect but consistent steps leads to faster progress than waiting for ideal conditions. Embrace progress over perfection and be willing to adjust your approach without judgment. Keep your focus sharp by limiting the number of simultaneous goals. Spreading your attention thin reduces the quality of your efforts. Prioritize goals based on impact and urgency. Concentrate on one or two goals deeply before adding more. This focused approach maximizes your energy and accelerates achievement. Embrace discipline as the engine that drives your action plan forward. Discipline is the habit of doing what needs to be done regardless of mood or motivation. Developing discipline means training yourself to act consistently and reliably. It is a skill that grows stronger with practice and directly correlates with your success. Celebrate milestones meaningfully. Recognizing your progress boosts morale and reinforces your commitment. Take time to reward yourself in ways that align with your values and support your goals. These celebrations mark your journey and provide motivation for the next phase. Maintain a journal to document your experiences, insights, and adjustments. Writing regularly creates clarity and reinforces learning. It also provides a record of your growth and achievements that you can revisit for inspiration during challenging times. Understand that goal setting is dynamic. Life changes, priorities shift, and new information emerges. Regularly revisit and revise your goals and plans to stay relevant. Flexibility within your framework allows you to remain effective and responsive to your evolving life. Use positive language when framing your goals. Instead of focusing on what you want to avoid, concentrate on what you want to achieve. This positive framing shapes your mindset and attracts resources and opportunities aligned with your desires. Finally, believe in your ability to reach your goals. Self-belief fuels action and resilience. Remind yourself regularly that you are capable, deserving, and equipped to succeed. This confidence is a vital ingredient in turning plans into reality. Developing clear goals and crafting a practical action plan is a powerful act of self-leadership. It transforms vague hopes into structured paths forward. By defining your destination and mapping your route, you create a roadmap for change that you can follow daily. This process builds momentum, focus, and confidence, making your dreams achievable. Every step you take brings you closer to the life you want. The commitment to clarity and planning today sets the foundation for success tomorrow. Chapter 4. Practice self-discipline to overcome distractions and stay focused. Self-discipline is the silent force that turns intentions into reality. It is the practice of controlling impulses, staying committed to priorities, and pushing through discomfort to achieve meaningful results. In a world full of constant distractions, developing self-discipline is essential to maintaining focus and accomplishing what truly matters. It is not about rigid restriction or willpower alone, but about creating consistent habits that align your actions with your goals. This skill transforms scattered energy into purposeful progress. Distractions are everywhere, from notifications on your phone to the pull of social media and endless entertainment options. These interruptions chip away at your concentration and steal valuable time. Overcoming them requires deliberate choices and a structured approach. The first step is awareness. Notice what typically distracts you and when you are most vulnerable to losing focus. Identifying these patterns is the foundation for change. When you understand your distraction triggers, you can design strategies to avoid or manage them. Creating an environment that supports discipline is vital. This means organizing your workspace and daily routine to minimize temptations. Remove unnecessary clutter, silence or disable non-essential notifications, and designate specific times for checking messages or emails. A clean, distraction-free environment reduces the mental friction that leads to procrastination. When your surroundings encourage focus, it becomes easier to enter a productive flow state. Setting clear priorities helps direct your energy. Without a defined focus, the mind wanders to less important tasks or distractions. Begin each day by identifying the most critical tasks aligned with your goals. Limit your to-do list to a manageable number to prevent overwhelm. Tackling high-priority tasks first builds momentum and a sense of accomplishment that fuels continued discipline. Breaking work into focused time blocks enhances concentration. Known as time blocking or the Pomodoro technique. This method involves working intensely for a set period, such as 25 or 50 minutes, followed by short breaks. These intervals balance productivity with rest and help sustain mental energy. Committing fully to a task during these blocks reduces the temptation to multitask or check distractions. Over time, this habit increases your ability to maintain deep focus for longer periods. Building self-discipline also requires managing your internal dialogue. Negative thoughts, like "I don't feel like it," or "I'll do it later," sabotage your focus. Replace these with empowering statements such as, "I am capable of focusing now," or "completing this task brings me closer to my goal." Repeating affirmations that support discipline strengthens your resolve and rewires your brain to resist impulses. Accountability systems are effective tools for sustaining discipline. Share your commitments with someone who can check in on your progress. This external pressure motivates consistency and encourages you to honor your promises. Accountability can be formal, like a mentor or coach, or informal, such as a friend or colleague who supports your efforts. Discipline is reinforced by rituals that signal your brain to prepare for focused work. Establish routines that cue concentration, like starting your day with a review of your priorities or a short meditation. Rituals reduce decision fatigue by automating the transition into productive states. When repeated consistently, they become powerful anchors for self-control. Learning to delay gratification strengthens discipline over time. This means choosing long-term rewards over immediate pleasures. Practicing patience, such as postponing checking social media until a task is complete, trains your mind to prioritize meaningful activities. This skill transfers across areas of life and enhances overall self-mastery. Physical well-being significantly affects your capacity for self-discipline. Fatigue, poor nutrition, or lack of exercise diminish mental clarity and willpower. Prioritize regular sleep. balanced meals and movement to sustain energy levels necessary for sustained focus. A healthy body supports a disciplined mind. When distractions or temptations arise, use mindful breathing techniques to regain control. Taking a few deep, slow breaths calms the nervous system and refocuses attention. This simple practice interrupts automatic reactions and creates space for conscious choice. Developing this pause habit empowers you to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Recognize that discipline does not require perfection. Everyone experiences moments of weakness or distraction. What matters is how quickly you recover and return to focus. Cultivate self-compassion to avoid harsh self-judgment that can derail motivation. View setbacks as opportunities to learn and strengthen your commitment, rather than failures. Celebrate small victories to reinforce discipline. Acknowledge when you resist distractions or complete a challenging task despite difficulty. Positive reinforcement builds confidence and makes self-control more sustainable. These celebrations create a feedback loop that encourages continued effort. Use technology wisely by leveraging tools designed to support focus. Apps that block distracting websites or limit screen time can create boundaries that protect your concentration. Experiment with different solutions to find what fits your style and needs. Understand that self-discipline is a muscle that grows stronger with consistent practice. Start with manageable goals for focus, such as working with consistent practice. Start with manageable goals for focus, such as working without interruption for 15 minutes. Gradually increase duration and challenge yourself to maintain discipline in more demanding situations. This incremental approach builds resilience and reduces overwhelm. Avoid multitasking, which fragments attention and reduces effectiveness. Instead, commit fully to one task at a time. Deep work leads to higher quality results and greater satisfaction. Discipline flourishes in an environment of focused engagement rather than scattered effort. Reflect regularly on your progress and areas for improvement. Journaling about your discipline journey helps identify patterns, obstacles, and successful strategies. This self-awareness informs adjustments to your routines and enhances self-control over time. Embrace discomfort as part of the discipline process. Resisting distractions often feels challenging because it requires effort and restraint. Accepting this discomfort as natural prevents avoidance and builds mental toughness. The more you practice working through difficulty, the easier discipline becomes. Cultivate a strong why behind your discipline efforts. Connecting your focus to deeper values or goals provides motivation beyond fleeting moods. When distractions threaten to pull you away, remembering your purpose restores determination. Surround yourself with disciplined influences. Engage with people who model focus and perseverance. Their habits and mindset inspire and elevate your own efforts. Positive social environments reinforce discipline through shared values and support. Set boundaries around leisure and downtime. Structure breaks intentionally to recharge without allowing them to extend into distractions. Scheduled rest prevents burnout and sustains long-term focus. Adapt your environment as needed. If certain locations or situations consistently lead to distraction, change them. Finding spaces that promote concentration creates physical support for your mental discipline. Trust the process and stay patient. Building self-discipline is a gradual journey. Progress may be slow or uneven, but persist through challenges. Over time, disciplined focus becomes a natural part of your daily life. Prioritize one discipline skill at a time to avoid overwhelm. Mastering focus gradually leads to broader improvements in self-control across your life. Incremental growth builds sustainable habits. Recognize that self-discipline empowers freedom rather than restriction. By controlling impulses, you gain time and energy to pursue your goals fully. This perspective shifts discipline from a chore to a choice that enriches your life. Commit to lifelong practice. Self-discipline is not a one-time achievement, but an ongoing development. Embrace each day as a new opportunity to strengthen your focus and willpower. Building self-discipline to overcome distractions is a transformative process. It requires awareness, intentional habit building, and compassion toward yourself. This skill unlocks the ability to work deeply, produce meaningful results, and live with greater control over your time and energy. The effort invested pays dividends in clarity, achievement, and inner strength. Every moment you choose discipline over distraction, you move closer to the life you envision. Chapter 5. Cultivate gratitude to shift your mindset toward positivity. Gratitude is a simple yet powerful practice that reshapes how you perceive your life and the world around you. When cultivated consistently, gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance, from complaint to appreciation, and from negativity to positivity. This transformation is not about ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it is about consciously choosing to notice and value the good amidst difficulties. This choice rewires your brain to focus more on positive experiences, boosting emotional well-being and resilience. The starting point for cultivating gratitude is to become aware of what you already have. In daily life, it's easy to overlook simple blessings because your mind is preoccupied with desires or problems. Taking deliberate moments to acknowledge what you can be thankful for rewires your attention. It might be the warmth of sunlight on your skin, a kind word from a friend, or the ability to breathe deeply. These small observations accumulate and create a foundation of positivity that grounds you. Expressing gratitude daily strengthens this mindset. Writing down 3 things you are grateful for each day is a proven habit that increases happiness and reduces stress. This practice helps shift your focus from what is missing to what is present. It also builds a habit of looking for positives, even in challenging circumstances. Over time, this trains your mind to automatically seek out the good, which transforms your emotional landscape. Gratitude also changes your relationship with setbacks. Instead of viewing problems as purely negative, you learn to find lessons or silver linings. For example, a difficult situation might teach patience, reveal hidden strengths, or inspire creative solutions. Recognizing these gifts does not diminish the difficulty but adds depth and meaning to your experience. This shift fosters resilience and a proactive attitude toward challenges. Sharing gratitude with others amplifies its benefits. Expressing thanks verbally or through notes strengthens relationships and spreads positivity. When you acknowledge someone's kindness or effort, you create connection and encourage more positive interactions. This social aspect of gratitude builds a supportive environment that nurtures growth and happiness. Cultivating gratitude also enhances your emotional regulation. Focusing on what you appreciate reduces feelings of envy, resentment, or anger. It creates space for calm and contentment. When your mind habitually leans toward gratitude, negative emotions lose their intensity and frequency. This emotional balance improves mental clarity and decision-making. Mindfulness complements gratitude by deepening your awareness of present-moment experiences. When you pay close attention to sensations, thoughts, and feelings, you notice opportunities for gratitude that might otherwise pass unnoticed. Combining mindfulness and gratitude creates a rich inner experience that supports well-being and perspective. Gratitude practice can be incorporated into your daily routine in various ways. You might start or end your day by reflecting on what you appreciate. You can also pause during meals, walks, or conversations to mentally note things that bring you joy. These intentional pauses train your brain to appreciate life's richness continuously. Adopting a gratitude mindset requires patience and consistency. At first, it may feel forced or unfamiliar, especially if you are accustomed to focusing on negatives. However, like any skill, it strengthens with practice. Persist through initial resistance and notice subtle shifts in your outlook over time. Gratitude transforms your sense of self as well. When you recognize the many factors that contribute to your well-being, support from others, nature, opportunities, you develop humility and a broader perspective. This awareness reduces ego-driven frustration and fosters acceptance. Journaling is an effective tool for deepening gratitude. Writing about moments or people you are thankful for helps clarify your thoughts and emotions. It also creates a tangible record to revisit when you need encouragement or perspective. Visual reminders support your gratitude practice. Placing notes, images, or objects that symbolize what you value around your living or workspaces keeps your mind anchored in appreciation. These cues prompt you to pause and reflect throughout the day. Gratitude reshapes your brain's neural pathways. Scientific studies show that regularly practicing gratitude increases activity in areas linked to happiness and social bonding. This means your efforts have a measurable impact on your emotional health. Building gratitude requires you to confront negative thought patterns. When criticism, comparison, or dissatisfaction arise, consciously redirect your focus toward appreciation. This mental training strengthens your ability to choose positivity intentionally. Incorporating gratitude into difficult conversations or situations can diffuse tension. Expressing appreciation for effort or intention, even amid disagreement, fosters respect and opens pathways to constructive dialogue. Gratitude encourages generosity and kindness. When you recognize the support you receive, you are motivated to give back. This cycle of giving and receiving enriches your life and community. To deepen your gratitude, explore its spiritual or philosophical dimensions. Many traditions view gratitude as a key to peace and fulfillment. Reflecting on these perspectives adds meaning and motivation to your practice. Celebrate milestones in your gratitude journey. Acknowledge how your mindset has shifted and the positive effects you observe. These moments of recognition reinforce your commitment. Remember that gratitude does not erase real pain or hardship. It coexists with struggle and provides a foundation for healing and growth. This balance allows you to live fully and authentically. Cultivating gratitude is a lifelong practice that enriches every aspect of your life. It transforms how you see yourself, others, and the world. By choosing to notice and appreciate the good, you build a resilient, positive mindset that empowers you to face life's challenges with grace and strength. Each day offers countless opportunities to practice gratitude. Seizing these moments opens the door to lasting happiness and fulfillment. Chapter 6. Strengthen emotional intelligence to improve relationships and communication. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, while also perceiving and influencing the emotions of others. Developing this skill enhances your relationships and communication in profound ways. When you strengthen emotional intelligence, you build deeper connections with others and navigate social situations with greater ease and empathy. This skill is essential not just for personal fulfillment, but for success in every area of life, because it allows you to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. The foundation of emotional intelligence begins with self-awareness. Knowing how you feel and why empowers you to control your emotional responses. Without this awareness, emotions can overwhelm you, causing confusion or conflict. To cultivate self-awareness, pay close attention to your feelings throughout the day. Notice what triggers different emotions and how your body reacts. Journaling can help you clarify your experiences and uncover patterns. When you understand your emotional landscape, you gain control rather than being controlled. Once you recognize your emotions, it's important to accept them without judgment. Emotions are natural signals guiding your attention and decisions. Avoid labeling feelings as good or bad because this creates resistance. Instead, acknowledge what you feel and consider what it might be telling you about your needs or environment. This acceptance fosters emotional balance and prevents unhealthy suppression or outbursts. Managing your emotions effectively means responding to situations in ways that serve your goals and relationships. Techniques like deep breathing pauses or reframing negative thoughts help you stay calm and centered. Practicing emotional regulation strengthens your resilience and prevents small issues from escalating. When you control your reactions, you maintain clarity and influence instead of being swept away by feelings. Empathy is a vital component of emotional intelligence. It involves stepping into another person's perspective and understanding their feelings without necessarily agreeing. Empathy deepens your ability to connect and respond sensitively. To develop empathy, practice active listening by giving full attention without interrupting or judging. Observe nonverbal cues like tone and body language, which often convey more than words. Validating others' emotions creates trust and openness that strengthen bonds. Effective communication relies on emotional intelligence. When you understand your emotions and those of others, you can express yourself clearly and respond appropriately. Use I statements to share feelings without blaming or accusing. For example, say, "I feel concerned when plans change last minute," instead of "you always mess up our plans." This approach reduces defensiveness and opens dialogue. Clarity combined with emotional awareness creates meaningful conversations. Building emotional intelligence requires patience and consistent practice. It's natural to slip into old habits of reacting emotionally or misunderstanding others. When this happens, pause, reflect, and choose a different response next time. Over time, these new patterns become your default. Seek feedback from trusted friends or mentors to identify blind spots and areas for growth. This humility accelerates development. Stress and fatigue can impair emotional intelligence by clouding judgment and increasing irritability. Prioritize self-care through rest, healthy nutrition, exercise, and relaxation techniques. A well-maintained mind and body enhance your ability to process emotions constructively. When you feel balanced, you can offer your best self to relationships and challenges. Set boundaries that protect your emotional energy. Saying no or limiting contact with draining influences preserves your capacity to engage positively. Healthy boundaries show respect for yourself and others and prevent resentment. Communicate your limits calmly and clearly to maintain mutual understanding. Conflict is inevitable, but how you handle it reflects your emotional intelligence. Approach disagreements as opportunities for learning and connection rather than battles to win. Stay calm, focus on the issue, not the person, and listen openly. Express your needs honestly while considering theirs. This balanced approach fosters resolution and growth. Cultivating gratitude for others strengthens emotional bonds. Recognizing kindness and effort nurtures positive feelings and cooperation. Simple acts like thanking someone or acknowledging their contributions deepen respect and warmth. These expressions become habits that enrich your social environment. Technology offers tools to enhance emotional intelligence, such as mindfulness apps or communication training programs. Explore resources that fit your lifestyle to support learning. Combining digital support with real-world practice accelerates mastery. Reflect regularly on your interactions and emotional responses. Identify successful moments and areas for improvement. This reflection sharpens insight and guides intentional growth. Keeping a journal focused on emotional experiences can reveal patterns and progress. Developing curiosity about others fosters emotional intelligence. Asking open-ended questions invites sharing and understanding. Showing genuine interest in people's stories and feelings creates connection and trust. This curiosity transforms relationships into sources of support and learning. Practice forgiveness toward yourself and others to release emotional burdens. Holding grudges or self-blame drains energy and blocks growth. Forgiveness frees you to move forward with compassion and peace. It does not excuse harm, but acknowledges humanity and imperfection. Remember that emotional intelligence is a lifelong journey. It evolves as you encounter new people and situations. Embrace challenges as opportunities to expand your awareness and skills. With dedication, your emotional intelligence deepens, enriching every interaction and decision. By strengthening emotional intelligence, you unlock the ability to communicate authentically, understand deeply, and relate meaningfully. These abilities create fulfilling relationships and effective collaboration. Emotional intelligence empowers you to navigate life's complexities with grace and confidence. Commit to this growth and watch your connections and communication flourish in ways that transform your life and the lives of those around you. Chapter 7. Prioritize health with consistent exercise and mindful nutrition. Taking care of your health through consistent exercise and mindful nutrition is one of the most powerful investments you can make for a vibrant and fulfilling life. Prioritizing these habits creates a foundation that supports every aspect of your well-being, from mental clarity and emotional balance to physical strength and energy. The key lies in commitment and mindfulness rather than perfection. Small, steady actions over time build lasting results that ripple through your daily experience. Exercise is essential not only for maintaining a strong body, but also for nurturing your mind. Regular movement improves circulation, boosts mood through the release of endorphins, and enhances cognitive function. It reduces the risk of chronic diseases and promotes longevity. Yet, the best exercise routine is one that fits your lifestyle and feels sustainable. Whether it's walking, stretching, swimming, or more vigorous workouts, consistency matters far more than intensity. Even modest activity done daily supports resilience and vitality. Starting with achievable goals helps build momentum. Set a realistic schedule and gradually increase duration and intensity. Listen to your body's signals to avoid injury or burnout. Variety also keeps exercise engaging, so incorporate different types of movement that you enjoy. This diversity challenges your muscles, prevents boredom, and promotes overall fitness. Remember, the aim is to make exercise a natural and enjoyable part of your routine, not a burden. Mindful nutrition complements exercise by providing your body with the fuel it needs to perform and recover. Mindful eating means paying close attention to what you consume, savoring each bite, and choosing foods that nourish rather than deplete. Avoid falling into restrictive dieting or quick fixes. Instead, focus on whole foods rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Fresh vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats create a balanced diet that supports energy and health. Hydration is often overlooked but critical. Drinking enough water throughout the day improves digestion, supports metabolism, and keeps your mind sharp. Create habits such as carrying a water bottle and drinking regularly, especially before, during, and after exercise. Proper hydration enhances all bodily functions and aids recovery. Planning meals and snacks ahead reduces impulsive choices that often lead to unhealthy eating. Preparing balanced meals at home gives you control over ingredients and portion sizes. When eating out, make thoughtful selections aligned with your health goals. Remember that occasional indulgences are part of a balanced approach, and do not undermine progress when enjoyed mindfully. Pay attention to how different foods affect your body and mood. Notice which choices boost your energy or cause sluggishness and adjust accordingly. This awareness strengthens your relationship with food and supports sustainable, healthy habits. Avoid extremes such as overeating or severe restriction. Instead, aim for moderation and balance that honor your body's needs. Sleep quality deeply influences both exercise performance and nutritional choices. Poor sleep can increase cravings for unhealthy foods and reduce motivation to move. Prioritize restful sleep by establishing routines, limiting screen time before bed, and creating a comfortable environment. Quality rest is a cornerstone of overall health and amplifies the benefits of exercise and nutrition. Consistency is key to health improvement. Rather than aiming for perfection, focus on daily actions that align with your goals. Celebrate progress rather than dwelling on occasional setbacks. Over time, these steady efforts accumulate into powerful changes in your physical and mental state. Incorporate movement into daily life beyond structured exercise sessions. Simple actions like taking the stairs, stretching during breaks, or walking short distances add up and keep your body active. These habits increase overall fitness and prevent the negative effects of prolonged sitting or inactivity. Support your health journey by seeking knowledge and guidance when needed. Consult reliable sources, health professionals or trainers to create personalized plans. Educating yourself about nutrition and exercise empowers you to make informed decisions that suit your unique body and lifestyle. Mindfulness during exercise enhances its effectiveness. Focus on your breath, posture, and sensations to deepen the connection between mind and body. This awareness improves form, reduces injury risk, and increases satisfaction. Approaching movement as a form of self-care rather than punishment nurtures motivation and enjoyment. Social support boosts adherence to health habits. Engage with friends, family, or communities that share your goals. Exercising or cooking with others creates accountability and enjoyment. Positive social environments reinforce your commitment and provide encouragement during challenges. Track your progress to stay motivated and informed. Use journals, apps, or photos to record workouts, meals, and how you feel. Reviewing this data highlights improvements and areas for adjustment. This feedback loop keeps you engaged and focused on continuous growth. Adjust your habits as your needs and circumstances change. Life is dynamic, and flexibility ensures sustainability. Modify exercise routines or nutrition plans to accommodate changes in schedule, energy, or preferences. Adapting prevents frustration and keeps your health journey aligned with your reality. Avoid comparing yourself to others. Your health path is unique, shaped by your body, goals, and context. Focus on your progress and celebrate your achievements. This mindset fosters self-compassion and resilience. Recognize that health encompasses more than physical metrics. Mental and emotional well-being are intertwined with your lifestyle choices. Practices like meditation, stress management, and connecting with nature complement exercise and nutrition to create holistic health. Limit processed foods, excessive sugars, and unhealthy fats, as these undermine energy and long-term health. Reading labels and becoming aware of hidden ingredients supports better choices. Developing a palate for natural flavors encourages satisfaction with wholesome foods. Incorporate rest and recovery into your exercise plan. Muscles rebuild and strengthen during rest periods. Overtraining leads to injury and burnout. Balance effort with relaxation to sustain progress and enjoyment. Celebrate milestones meaningfully, recognizing improvements in strength, endurance, or nutrition habits. Boosts morale and reinforces commitment. Rewards aligned with your goals support motivation and joy in the process. Maintain curiosity and openness to learning about health. New research and techniques emerge regularly. Staying informed allows you to refine your habits and maximize benefits. Practice patience. As health transformations take time, sustainable changes develop gradually. Consistent effort creates lasting results that enhance quality of life. Your body deserves care and respect. Prioritizing exercise and mindful nutrition honors this truth. These choices empower you to live fully with energy and resilience. By committing to consistent movement and thoughtful eating, you build a strong foundation for health. This foundation supports every pursuit and enriches your daily experience. Every step you take toward prioritizing your health is a declaration of self-love and wisdom. The journey is ongoing and rewarding as you nurture yourself to thrive. Chapter 8. Manage time effectively to maximize productivity every day. Managing time effectively is essential to maximizing productivity and creating space for what truly matters. Time is the most precious resource available, and once it passes, it cannot be recovered. Learning how to organize and allocate your time purposefully transforms your days from chaotic to controlled. This skill empowers you to accomplish more with less stress while maintaining balance. Effective time management is not about doing more tasks, but about doing the right tasks with focus and intention. Begin by understanding how you currently spend your time. Tracking your daily activities for several days reveals patterns and uncovers hidden time drains. This awareness is the first step toward reclaiming wasted moments. Many find they spend excessive time on low-value activities or distractions without realizing it. Identifying these habits allows for strategic changes to align your time with priorities. Prioritization is a cornerstone of time management. Not every task holds equal importance. Distinguish urgent from important tasks and focus on what advances your goals. Tools like the Eisenhower matrix help categorize activities based on urgency and significance. Concentrating on high-impact tasks prevents busy work from consuming your day and leads to meaningful progress. Setting clear daily goals provides direction and motivation. Each morning or the night before, decide on a few key tasks to complete. Limiting your focus to 3 to 5 priorities reduces overwhelm and increases completion rates. This approach sharpens attention and helps you say no to distractions that do not serve your objectives. Breaking work into focused intervals enhances efficiency. Techniques such as the Pomodoro method encourage working intensely for 25 to 50 minutes, followed by short breaks. These cycles maintain mental energy and reduce burnout. During focused periods, eliminate interruptions by silencing notifications and closing unrelated tabs or apps. Dedicated attention produces higher quality results in less time. Scheduling your day strategically supports sustained productivity. Align tasks with your natural energy levels. For example, tackle complex or creative work during peak focus times and reserve routine or administrative tasks for lower energy periods. This alignment optimizes effort and reduces fatigue. Block time in your calendar for important tasks and treat these appointments with commitment. Learning to delegate or outsource less critical tasks frees time for your highest priorities. Delegation requires trust and clear communication, but expands your capacity and reduces overwhelm. Identify activities others can perform effectively and assign accordingly. This strategy prevents burnout and fosters collaboration. Setting boundaries around your time protects productivity. Learn to say no to requests or activities that distract from your goals. Communicate your availability clearly and avoid overcommitting. Boundaries maintain focus and preserve energy for essential tasks. Respecting your own time signals others to do the same. Batching similar tasks together minimizes transition time and increases flow. Group activities like email responses, phone calls, or errands into dedicated blocks. This reduces the mental load of switching contexts and speeds completion. Batching creates a rhythm that supports focus and efficiency. Planning for interruptions and unexpected demands prevents frustration. Build buffer times between tasks to accommodate delays or urgent matters. This flexibility reduces stress and keeps your schedule realistic. When interruptions occur, quickly assess their importance and adjust priorities accordingly without losing sight of your main goals. Utilize tools and technology to support time management. Digital calendars, task lists, and productivity apps organize commitments and reminders. Choose tools that suit your style and keep them updated regularly. Avoid clutter by reviewing and pruning your lists frequently to maintain clarity. Reflect on your accomplishments and challenges at the end of each day. This habit enhances self-awareness and informs improvements. Celebrate completed tasks and analyze what hindered progress. Use these insights to adjust plans and optimize future days. Avoid multitasking as it reduces focus and quality. Concentrate fully on one task at a time to maximize efficiency and satisfaction. Deep engagement produces better outcomes and decreases errors. Training your mind to resist switching increases overall productivity. Incorporate breaks and rest periods intentionally to sustain energy. Working without pause leads to diminishing returns and burnout. Use breaks to move, breathe, or relax to refresh your body and mind. Balanced work and rest cycles enhance long-term performance. Manage distractions proactively by identifying common sources and creating solutions. This might include turning off social media, setting specific times for checking messages, or creating a quiet workspace. Reducing distractions strengthens concentration and speeds task completion. Develop rituals to begin and end work sessions. These routines cue your mind to focus and help transition between tasks and rest. Examples include reviewing your to-do list before starting or journaling reflections after finishing. Rituals increase discipline and mindfulness. Maintain flexibility to adapt your plans when priorities or circumstances change. Rigidity can cause frustration and missed opportunities. Being open to adjusting your schedule preserves productivity and reduces stress. The goal is progress, not perfection. Practice time estimation skills to improve planning accuracy. Underestimating task duration leads to unrealistic schedules and missed deadlines. Track how long activities actually take and use this data to set achievable timelines. Accurate estimates enhance reliability and reduce anxiety. Cultivate patience with yourself as you develop time management habits. Change takes time and persistence. Notice improvements and be forgiving of setbacks. Consistency creates momentum and eventual mastery. Align your time use with your values and long-term vision. When daily activities reflect what matters most, you experience fulfillment and motivation. This alignment keeps you focused during challenges and prevents burnout. Communicate your time commitments clearly with others to manage expectations. Transparency reduces conflicts and fosters respect. Setting shared understanding creates smoother collaboration and support. Learn to recognize signs of overwhelm or fatigue and adjust accordingly. Pushing beyond limits reduces effectiveness and harms health. Responding to your needs sustains productivity and well-being. Avoid procrastination by breaking daunting tasks into smaller, actionable steps. Starting with simple actions builds momentum and reduces resistance. Early progress creates motivation to continue. Celebrate your time management successes to reinforce positive habits. Acknowledging improvements boosts confidence and encourages persistence. Focus on continuous improvement by seeking feedback and learning new techniques. Staying curious and open enhances your effectiveness over time. Effective time management creates the conditions for success and satisfaction. By organizing your day intentionally, prioritizing important tasks, and protecting your focus, you maximize productivity. This skill frees you to pursue your goals with clarity and balance. Each moment managed wisely adds up to meaningful achievements and a life lived fully. Chapter 9. Challenge limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering truths. Limiting beliefs are the invisible barriers that hold you back from realizing your full potential. These thoughts or convictions often arise early in life and become ingrained in your mindset, shaping your behaviors and decisions without your conscious awareness. They whisper doubts like, "I'm not good enough, I will fail," or "success is for others, not me." These messages restrict your growth and trap you in comfort zones, preventing meaningful change. Challenging and replacing these beliefs with empowering truths is essential to break free and create a life aligned with your true capabilities. The first step in this transformation is identifying your limiting beliefs. This requires honest self-reflection and courage to confront negative self-talk. Pay attention to recurring thoughts that undermine your confidence or stop you from pursuing goals. Notice patterns in your excuses or fears. Often these beliefs surface as automatic reactions to challenges or feedback. Becoming aware of these hidden constraints is a powerful act of self-discovery that lays the groundwork for change. Once identified, question the validity of each limiting belief. Examine the evidence supporting it and consider alternative perspectives. Ask yourself whether this belief is an absolute truth or a conditioned opinion shaped by past experiences or others' judgments. Often, you will find that these beliefs lack factual basis or are exaggerated. This critical analysis weakens their hold over your mind and opens the door to new possibilities. Replacing limiting beliefs requires creating empowering truths that align with your potential and values. These affirmations should be realistic, yet inspiring, reinforcing your ability to grow and succeed. For example, shift "I am not capable" to "I am learning and improving every day." Craft statements that feel authentic and motivating. Repeat these empowering truths regularly to reprogram your subconscious mind and build confidence. Visualization is a powerful tool in this process. Imagine yourself living according to your new beliefs, acting with confidence, overcoming challenges, and achieving goals. Visualizing success activates the brain's neural pathways related to positive outcomes, making these truths more tangible and believable. Combine visualization with your affirmations to deepen their impact. Taking action is crucial to solidify empowering beliefs. Beliefs are reinforced by experiences, so deliberately engaging in behaviors that support your new mindset accelerates change. Set small, achievable goals that challenge old limitations. Each success builds evidence contradicting negative beliefs and strengthens your new identity. Action bridges the gap between thought and reality. When doubts or setbacks arise, acknowledge them without judgment and reaffirm your empowering truths. Persistence is key, as old beliefs may resurface during stress or uncertainty. Responding with patience and self-compassion rather than frustration maintains momentum. View this journey as growth rather than perfection. Surround yourself with supportive influences that reinforce your new beliefs. Engage with people who encourage your development and model positive mindsets. Distance yourself from negativity or criticism that undermines your confidence. Your environment plays a significant role in shaping and sustaining your beliefs. Journaling your experiences during this process helps clarify thoughts and track progress. Writing about moments when you challenged a limiting belief or succeeded despite doubt deepens awareness and motivation. This record becomes a resource to revisit when facing difficulty. Educate yourself about the science of mindset and neuroplasticity. Understanding that the brain can change and adapt reinforces your commitment and provides practical strategies. Knowledge empowers you to approach belief change with confidence and persistence. Practice gratitude for the lessons your limiting beliefs have taught. Although restrictive, they often protect you from perceived risks. Appreciating this protective intent reduces resistance to change and fosters acceptance. Celebrate every step forward, no matter how small. Recognize courage in facing fears and effort in adopting new perspectives. Positive reinforcement fuels ongoing growth and resilience. Challenge societal or cultural narratives that contribute to limiting beliefs. Reflect on messages you received from family, media, or education that shaped your self-image. Questioning and reframing these influences expands your freedom to define yourself. Adopt a growth mindset that views abilities and intelligence as developable. This perspective replaces fixed judgments with curiosity and effort. Believing you can improve motivates learning and persistence. Use mindfulness to observe your thoughts without attachment. This practice creates distance from limiting beliefs and reduces their power. Awareness is the first step toward choice. Seek professional support if needed. Coaches, therapists, or mentors can provide guidance and tools to uncover and overcome deep-seated beliefs. Their expertise accelerates transformation. Recognize that belief change is a lifelong journey. New challenges may trigger old patterns, but each time you choose empowering truths, you grow stronger. Commit to ongoing self-exploration and refinement. Balance optimism with realism. Empowering beliefs should inspire action without creating unrealistic expectations. Grounding your mindset in truth promotes sustainable growth. Replace comparison with self-acceptance. Focusing on your unique path reduces feelings of inadequacy. Celebrate your progress and individuality. Practice self-compassion throughout this process. Changing core beliefs takes vulnerability and courage. Treat yourself with kindness and patience to foster resilience. Recognize that empowering beliefs influence your emotions and behaviors positively. They build confidence, reduce anxiety, and increase motivation. This emotional shift supports overall well-being. Apply your new beliefs in relationships by communicating openly and asserting your needs. Confidence in yourself fosters healthier interactions and boundaries. Remember that challenging limiting beliefs expands your freedom to choose your path. It opens possibilities previously hidden by fear or doubt. Embrace this liberation as an ongoing adventure. By actively confronting and transforming limiting beliefs into empowering truths, you unlock your potential for growth and fulfillment. This process requires awareness, intentionality, and courage, but leads to profound change. Each thought you choose shapes your reality. Commit to this practice and witness the powerful transformation in your life and mindset. Chapter 10. Seek feedback and learn continuously from your experiences. Seeking feedback and committing to continuous learning are essential habits for personal growth and success. Without feedback, you risk stagnation, repeating mistakes, and missing opportunities to improve. When you actively seek input from others and learn from your experiences, you develop clarity about your strengths and areas needing development. This mindset fosters humility and openness, creating a cycle of ongoing improvement that fuels achievement. The first step in embracing feedback is cultivating a mindset that values it as a gift rather than criticism. Feedback offers insight that your own perspective might miss. This requires setting aside defensiveness or fear of judgment, and instead welcoming honest observations. Viewing feedback as a tool for growth opens doors to new possibilities and deeper self-awareness. To effectively seek feedback, identify trustworthy sources who observe your work or behavior directly and care about your development. This might include mentors, colleagues, friends, or family members. Choose individuals whose opinions you respect and who will provide constructive rather than vague or harsh comments. Clear communication about the kind of feedback you want helps others be specific and helpful. When receiving feedback, listen carefully without interrupting or defending yourself. Absorb the message fully and ask clarifying questions to ensure understanding. This practice demonstrates openness and respect. Avoid immediately reacting emotionally. Instead, take time to reflect on the points raised and consider how they align with your goals. Incorporate feedback into action by creating concrete plans to address the insights gained. Break down improvements into manageable steps and set deadlines for implementation. Tracking progress reinforces accountability and shows your commitment to growth. Taking initiative based on feedback builds credibility and confidence. Learning from your own experiences is equally important. Reflect regularly on successes and failures with honesty and curiosity. Analyze what worked well and what could be improved. This reflective practice deepens understanding and prevents repeating errors. Keeping a journal or log of lessons learned provides a valuable resource to revisit and apply continuously. Failures and setbacks often carry the richest lessons. Instead of avoiding or fearing them, approach challenges as opportunities to gather knowledge. Ask yourself what the experience revealed about your approach, mindset, or skills. This perspective transforms obstacles into stepping stones toward mastery. Continuous learning requires seeking new knowledge and skills beyond your current expertise. Stay curious and proactive about growth by reading, attending workshops, or engaging with experts. Exposure to diverse ideas and practices broadens your capabilities and adaptability. Lifelong learning keeps you relevant and prepared for evolving demands. Create a learning environment that encourages experimentation and risk-taking. Allow yourself to try new methods without fear of failure. This openness fosters innovation and resilience. Celebrate incremental progress and treat mistakes as feedback rather than defeat. Balance external input with self-trust. While feedback informs improvement, your intuition and judgment guide application. Develop confidence in discerning which suggestions align with your values and goals. This balance empowers autonomous growth rather than dependency on approval. Building a habit of asking for feedback regularly prevents surprises and promotes ongoing dialogue. Integrate feedback requests into routine check-ins or project reviews. This normalizes the process and strengthens relationships. Consistent communication builds a culture of transparency and mutual support. Provide feedback to others as well. Giving thoughtful, constructive feedback develops your observation and communication skills. It also nurtures reciprocal learning and strengthens connections. Approach feedback with kindness and specificity to be effective. Embrace discomfort as a natural part of growth. Feedback can challenge your self-image or reveal uncomfortable truths. Facing these feelings courageously accelerates development. Over time, receiving feedback becomes less daunting and more empowering. Document learning goals to guide your efforts. Clear objectives focus your energy and measure progress. Regularly review and update these goals based on new insights and experiences. Goal setting provides structure to your continuous learning journey. Utilize technology and tools to support feedback and learning. Apps for tracking habits, performance, or courses can organize your growth process. Access to online communities and resources expands your learning network and possibilities. Recognize that growth is non-linear. Progress involves periods of rapid advancement and plateaus. Patience and persistence through these fluctuations sustain motivation and prevent discouragement. Reflect on long-term trends rather than day-to-day fluctuations. Align feedback and learning with your core values and purpose. This alignment ensures that improvements serve your authentic path and fulfillment. It prevents distraction by irrelevant or conflicting advice. Celebrate milestones and breakthroughs in your learning journey. Acknowledging achievements boosts morale and reinforces positive habits. Sharing successes with supportive peers amplifies encouragement. Cultivate gratitude for feedback and experiences, even difficult ones. Appreciation transforms your relationship with growth and fosters resilience. This attitude turns challenges into opportunities for empowerment. Practice humility by admitting gaps in knowledge and seeking help when needed. This openness accelerates learning and builds trust. It also models growth mindset for others. Monitor the impact of changes implemented from feedback. Assess improvements and adjust strategies as needed. This continuous evaluation refines effectiveness and deepens mastery. Remember that learning and feedback are lifelong companions. Commitment to these practices creates a dynamic and fulfilling life. The willingness to adapt and evolve positions you to meet challenges and seize opportunities with confidence. By actively seeking feedback and learning from your experiences, you create a powerful cycle of growth. This cycle deepens self-awareness, enhances skills, and expands possibilities. Embrace this journey with dedication and curiosity to unlock your fullest potential and live a life of continuous improvement. Chapter 11. Harness the power of reflection to improve decision-making. Reflection is a powerful tool that sharpens your decision-making abilities by allowing you to pause, analyze, and learn from your experiences. Without reflection, choices become reactive and impulsive, often leading to mistakes repeated over time. Taking the time to examine your past actions, thoughts, and outcomes gives you clarity and insight, enabling wiser decisions in the future. This deliberate process turns everyday experiences into valuable lessons and builds a foundation of thoughtful action. The practice of reflection begins with creating space in your day to step back from busyness and engage in quiet contemplation. Setting aside moments to review what happened, how you responded, and what results followed strengthens self-awareness. This pause from constant doing opens your mind to patterns and connections that often go unnoticed amid routine activity. Reflection is not about judgment, but honest observation and understanding. To harness reflection effectively, start by asking key questions about your decisions. What was my goal? What choices did I make? What influenced those choices? How did the outcomes align with my intentions? Where did things go well, and where could I improve? These inquiries promote critical thinking and prevent automatic responses. Journaling your reflections captures insights and tracks progress over time. Honest reflection requires openness to both successes and failures. Celebrating what worked reinforces positive habits and confidence. Analyzing setbacks without blame uncovers root causes and learning opportunities. This balanced perspective prevents discouragement and fosters growth. Viewing mistakes as feedback rather than failure changes your mindset and fuels resilience. Reflection improves emotional regulation by helping you recognize triggers and habitual reactions. Understanding the emotions behind decisions enables you to separate feelings from facts and respond more calmly. This emotional clarity reduces impulsive choices driven by stress, anger, or fear. Over time, you develop greater control over your behavior and decisions. Incorporating diverse perspectives enriches reflection. Seeking input from trusted peers or mentors provides alternative views that may reveal blind spots. Combining self-reflection with external feedback creates a comprehensive understanding. Engaging in thoughtful conversations about your decisions challenges assumptions and sparks new ideas. Reflection supports long-term vision by connecting daily decisions to broader goals and values. Regularly considering how choices align with your purpose keeps you on track and prevents distractions. This alignment increases motivation and satisfaction. Reflection acts as a compass, guiding you toward meaningful and consistent progress. Mindfulness enhances reflection by grounding your awareness in the present moment. Practicing mindful observation of thoughts and feelings without judgment cultivates clarity and focus. This mental presence improves the quality of your reflection and decision-making. Mindfulness trains your brain to notice subtle cues and responses that influence choices. Making reflection a habit increases its impact. Integrate brief review sessions into your routine, such as at the end of the day or week. Consistency turns reflection into a natural part of your process. Use reminders or prompts to sustain this practice, especially during busy periods. The cumulative effect of regular reflection transforms your approach to decisions. Avoid overthinking or analysis paralysis by setting limits on reflection time. Reflection aims to inform action, not stall it. After gathering insights, commit to making decisions confidently and moving forward. Balancing reflection with decisiveness prevents stagnation and builds momentum. Reflection deepens understanding of your decision-making style. Notice tendencies such as impulsivity, perfectionism, or avoidance. Identifying these patterns empowers you to adjust habits and improve effectiveness. Tailor reflection questions to explore these personal tendencies and their impact. Documenting lessons learned creates a personal knowledge base that supports future choices. Review past reflections before important decisions to recall relevant experiences and strategies. This archive builds wisdom and reduces repeated mistakes. It serves as a resource for continuous growth. Reflection encourages gratitude by highlighting progress and strengths. Recognizing your efforts and achievements nurtures positive self-regard. Gratitude enhances motivation and resilience in facing new challenges. Using creative methods such as drawing, mind mapping, or storytelling can enrich reflection. These techniques engage different parts of the brain and foster deeper insights. Experiment with various approaches to discover what resonates and inspires you. Reflection aids in prioritization by clarifying what matters most. Reviewing outcomes helps you identify activities that yield the greatest benefits. This clarity informs future decisions about where to invest time and energy. Prioritizing based on reflection leads to greater productivity and fulfillment. Recognize that reflection is a skill that develops with practice. Initial attempts may feel awkward or superficial. Persistence and patience deepen your ability to analyze and learn. Seek resources such as books or courses to enhance your reflective techniques. Balance reflection with action by setting specific goals for improvement. Translate insights into practical steps and deadlines. Monitoring progress creates accountability and sustains momentum. This cycle of reflection, planning, and action fuels continuous development. Reflection improves problem solving by breaking complex issues into manageable parts. Analyzing challenges from different angles uncovers root causes and potential solutions. This thorough approach reduces stress and increases confidence in decisions. In moments of uncertainty, reflection provides a steady anchor. Revisiting your values, past experiences, and lessons learned creates a stable foundation for choosing a path. This clarity reduces anxiety and promotes thoughtful risk-taking. Reflection fosters humility by acknowledging limits and areas for growth. Embracing this mindset opens you to learning and collaboration. It counters arrogance and promotes balanced self-assessment. Integrating reflection into team settings enhances collective decision-making. Sharing insights and lessons with others creates shared understanding and alignment. This practice builds trust and strengthens collaboration. Recognize that not all decisions require deep reflection. Develop discernment about when to engage in quick, intuitive choices versus deliberate analysis. This flexibility optimizes efficiency and effectiveness. Avoid dwelling excessively on past mistakes. Use reflection as a tool for learning and release any lingering regret or guilt. Focus on the present and future opportunities for improvement. Encourage curiosity during reflection. Ask open-ended questions that invite exploration rather than fixed answers. Curiosity expands possibilities and creativity. Use reflection to evaluate the influence of habits and routines on your decisions. Adjust habits that hinder your goals and reinforce those that support them. Celebrate the wisdom gained through reflection as a vital resource. This self-knowledge empowers you to navigate complexity with confidence and grace. Harnessing the power of reflection transforms decision-making from a reactive process into a deliberate, informed, and confident practice. Through regular, honest examination of experiences, emotions, and outcomes, you gain clarity and insight. This clarity guides wiser choices that align with your values and goals. Reflection cultivates emotional balance, creativity, and resilience that empower you to face challenges and seize opportunities. Committing to this practice unlocks your potential for growth and success in every area of life. Chapter 12. Build a supportive network that encourages growth and accountability. Building a supportive network is one of the most powerful actions you can take to accelerate your growth and maintain accountability. The people you surround yourself with influence your mindset, motivation, and behaviors more than you may realize. A network that encourages your development provides encouragement during challenges, honest feedback, and shared wisdom. It holds you accountable to your goals and keeps you moving forward, even when motivation wanes. Cultivating such relationships requires intentionality, authenticity, and mutual respect. Start by assessing your current connections and their impact on your life. Identify which relationships uplift, inspire, or challenge you constructively, and which drain your energy or limit your progress. This awareness helps you prioritize where to invest your time and attention. It's important to recognize that not all relationships are equally beneficial, and sometimes tough decisions to distance yourself from negative influences are necessary to create space for growth. Seek out individuals who embody qualities you aspire to develop. Look for mentors, peers, or communities that share your values, ambitions, and commitment to improvement. Being around people who model discipline, resilience, and positivity naturally encourages you to adopt similar habits. These connections create a culture of growth where learning and improvement are the norm rather than the exception. Engage actively in environments that foster growth. Join groups, clubs, or professional organizations related to your interests or goals. Attend workshops, seminars, or online forums where like-minded individuals gather. These spaces offer opportunities to exchange ideas, gain diverse perspectives, and find support. Consistent participation in such communities strengthens relationships and creates accountability partnerships. Cultivate vulnerability and openness in your interactions. Authentic connections grow when you share your struggles, aspirations, and progress honestly. This openness invites others to support you genuinely and provides space for mutual encouragement. Avoid presenting a facade of perfection, as it blocks deeper understanding and limits growth opportunities. Set clear expectations for accountability with your network. Communicate your goals and what kind of support you need, whether it's regular check-ins, honest feedback, or encouragement. Likewise, offer support to others by holding them accountable to their commitments. This reciprocal dynamic strengthens trust and motivation on both sides. Create regular rituals or routines with your network to maintain connection and accountability. This might be weekly meetings, progress calls, or shared challenges. Consistent engagement keeps goals top of mind and creates momentum. These rituals build a sense of community and shared purpose. Listen actively and provide constructive feedback when others seek your input. Growth is a two-way street, and contributing to others' journeys enriches your own development. Practicing empathy and kindness in feedback fosters deeper bonds and mutual respect. Celebrate successes together, no matter how small. Recognizing achievements reinforces positive behaviors and builds confidence. Shared celebrations create joy and motivation that energize the group. Be willing to step out of your comfort zone by reaching out to new people or asking for help. Expanding your network can introduce fresh insights and opportunities. Approaching new relationships with curiosity and respect opens doors to valuable connections. Maintain boundaries that protect your energy. While support is vital, avoid overcommitting or enabling dependence. Healthy networks encourage autonomy and responsibility. Knowing when to say no preserves your focus and well-being. Adapt your network as you grow and your needs evolve. Relationships that served you at one stage may no longer align with your goals. Being flexible and intentional about your connections ensures ongoing relevance and support. Use technology wisely to nurture your network. Social media, messaging apps, and video calls can maintain connections across distances. However, prioritize quality interactions over quantity to build meaningful relationships. Recognize the power of diversity in your network. Engage with people from different backgrounds, professions, and perspectives. This diversity broadens your understanding, sparks creativity, and prepares you for complex challenges. Invest time in building rapport and trust. These qualities form the foundation of supportive relationships. Simple acts like remembering details, expressing appreciation, and following through on promises strengthen bonds. Seek mentors who provide guidance based on experience. Mentorship accelerates learning by offering insights and avoiding common pitfalls. Approach mentors with respect and clarity about what you seek from the relationship. Be patient and persistent in cultivating your network. Meaningful relationships develop over time through consistent effort and shared experiences. Avoid rushing connections and focus on genuine engagement. Practice gratitude toward your network. Expressing thanks deepens relationships and encourages continued support. Acknowledging others' contributions fosters positive energy and reciprocity. Reflect regularly on the health and impact of your network. Adjust your involvement and seek new connections as needed to maintain alignment with your growth. Understand that building a supportive network is an investment in your personal and professional life. The benefits extend beyond accountability to friendship, learning, and collaboration. By surrounding yourself with individuals who inspire and challenge you, You create an environment ripe for transformation. This network becomes a source of strength when facing obstacles and a catalyst for sustained progress. Nurture these connections with care, authenticity, and mutual support. The synergy created propels everyone involved toward their highest potential. Your network is not just a resource, but a reflection of your values and aspirations. Commit to building and maintaining relationships that elevate you. This commitment shapes your journey and ensures you never walk it alone. With a supportive network, growth becomes a shared adventure filled with encouragement, challenge, and achievement. Chapter 13. Practice mindfulness to stay present and reduce stress. Mindfulness is a simple yet profound practice that anchors you in the present moment and significantly reduces stress. In a world filled with distractions and constant demands, it is easy to become overwhelmed by worries about the past or future. Mindfulness trains the mind to focus on what is happening right now without judgment. This awareness creates mental clarity, emotional calm, and a deep connection to your experience, enabling you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. The core of mindfulness is paying attention intentionally. This means observing your thoughts, sensations, and surroundings as they arise, noticing them without trying to change or judge. When you practice this, you step away from automatic patterns of rumination and anxiety. Instead, you cultivate a spaciousness in your awareness that helps you see situations more clearly and respond more effectively. Starting mindfulness practice can be as simple as dedicating a few minutes daily to focused breathing. Sit comfortably, close your eyes if you prefer, and bring your attention to the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice the sensation of air entering and leaving your body. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the breath without criticism. This exercise strengthens your ability to concentrate and become grounded. Expanding mindfulness into daily activities transforms routine moments into opportunities for presence. Whether eating, walking, washing dishes, or driving, bring full attention to the sensations, movements, and sounds involved. This practice breaks the cycle of autopilot living and deepens your connection to life's simple pleasures. Mindfulness helps manage stress by shifting your relationship with difficult thoughts and emotions. Instead of resisting or suppressing discomfort, you observe it with curiosity and acceptance. This approach reduces the intensity of negative feelings and prevents escalation. Recognizing stress as a passing experience rather than a fixed state empowers you to handle challenges calmly. Regular mindfulness practice rewires the brain for improved emotional regulation. Studies show it increases activity in areas associated with attention and reduces activity in regions linked to stress and anxiety. This neurological shift supports resilience and well-being over time. Even brief daily sessions produce noticeable benefits. Mindfulness enhances your ability to notice early signs of stress or overwhelm. This awareness enables proactive coping strategies before tension builds to a crisis point. You learn to pause and choose responses that serve your health and goals rather than reacting out of habit. Integrating mindfulness with movement practices like yoga, Tai Chi, or walking meditation combines physical exercise with mental focus. These activities strengthen the mind-body connection and increase relaxation. Movement-based mindfulness is especially helpful for those who find sitting meditation challenging. Applying mindfulness in communication improves relationships. Listening fully without planning your response or judgment deepens understanding and empathy. Being present during conversations fosters connection and reduces misunderstandings. Mindfulness also helps you recognize and regulate emotional reactions that can escalate conflicts. Use mindfulness techniques to manage cravings or impulses. When faced with urges, observe the sensations and thoughts that arise without immediately acting on them. This pause creates space to make conscious choices aligned with your values. Over time, this practice builds self-control and healthier habits. Create a supportive environment for mindfulness by reducing distractions. Designate a quiet space for practice and limit interruptions during sessions. Using guided meditations or apps can provide structure and encouragement, especially for beginners. Consistency is key to developing mindfulness as a habit. Even a few minutes daily accumulate into lasting change. Schedule mindfulness practice like any important appointment to prioritize it in your routine. Mindfulness cultivates gratitude by bringing attention to the present's richness. Noticing small moments of beauty or kindness enhances appreciation and joy. This positive focus counters negativity and fosters optimism. Overcome challenges in mindfulness by adopting a non-judgmental attitude toward your practice. Some days may feel restless or unfocused. Accept these experiences without frustration. Patience and kindness toward yourself strengthen perseverance. Reflect on the benefits you experience from mindfulness regularly. Awareness of improved calm, clarity, or relationships motivates continued practice. Share these benefits with others to inspire collective mindfulness. Mindfulness supports decision-making by clarifying your thoughts and emotions. When you are present, you access deeper intuition and consider choices more thoroughly. This clarity reduces impulsive or reactive decisions. Apply mindfulness during stressful events by using grounding techniques such as focusing on your breath or senses. These tools anchor you and prevent overwhelm. Training in advance prepares you to use mindfulness effectively when needed most. Mindfulness integrates well with other personal growth practices like journaling, gratitude, or goal setting. Together they create a holistic approach to well-being and success. Explore different mindfulness styles to find what resonates. Options include focused attention, open monitoring, loving kindness, and body scan meditations. Variety keeps the practice engaging and adaptable. Mindfulness enhances creativity by quieting mental noise and opening space for inspiration. Regular practice encourages fresh ideas and problem-solving. Cultivate mindfulness in children or family members to foster calm and connection in relationships. Teaching by example and sharing simple exercises can build supportive environments. Recognize that mindfulness is a lifelong journey rather than a quick fix. Continuous practice deepens understanding and integration into daily life. Balance mindfulness with action by using awareness to inform and energize your efforts. Presence fuels clarity and motivation to pursue your goals. Avoid using mindfulness as an escape from challenges. Instead, engage with difficulties from a grounded and compassionate perspective. Practice self-compassion alongside mindfulness. Treat yourself with kindness during moments of struggle or self-criticism to support emotional healing. Mindfulness strengthens your ability to savor positive experiences. Fully immersing yourself in moments of happiness increases satisfaction and well-being. Use mindfulness to improve sleep quality by calming the mind before rest. Techniques such as body scans or breath focus relax the nervous system and prepare you for restorative sleep. Notice how mindfulness changes your relationship with time. Being present reduces feelings of rushing and creates a sense of spaciousness. Approach mindfulness with curiosity and openness rather than rigid expectations. This attitude encourages exploration and enjoyment of the practice. Mindfulness empowers you to live fully in the present moment, reducing stress and increasing joy. By training your attention and cultivating acceptance, you create a stable foundation for health, happiness, and growth. Making mindfulness a daily habit transforms your experience of life from distracted and stressful to calm and meaningful. Chapter 14. Take daily small steps to break out of your comfort zone. Taking daily small steps to break out of your comfort zone is a powerful way to expand your potential and foster lasting growth. The comfort zone offers safety and predictability, but it also limits opportunities to develop new skills, gain confidence, and experience life fully. Incremental challenges reduce the fear and resistance associated with change, making the process manageable and sustainable. Each small action outside your familiar patterns stretches your abilities and reshapes your mindset. Start by identifying areas where you feel stuck or resistant. These might be social situations, work tasks, or personal habits that you avoid due to discomfort or fear. Pinpointing these areas brings clarity and direction to your efforts. Once you recognize what feels limiting, choose one small step that nudges you slightly beyond your current boundaries. The goal is to create achievable challenges that build momentum rather than overwhelming leaps that cause paralysis. Consistency matters more than intensity when expanding your comfort zone. Committing to daily actions, even if minor, accumulates significant progress over time. This steady approach strengthens discipline and transforms growth into a habit, rather than a sporadic effort. Keep a journal or log of your daily steps to celebrate progress and maintain motivation. Facing discomfort with curiosity instead of avoidance changes your relationship with fear. When you approach new experiences as experiments or learning opportunities, the pressure to perform diminishes. This mindset encourages exploration and reduces self-judgment. Over time, what once felt intimidating becomes more familiar and manageable. Use visualization to prepare mentally for stepping out. Imagine yourself successfully engaging in the new behavior, noticing feelings of confidence and ease. Visualization primes your brain for action and reduces anxiety. Combining mental rehearsal with real-world practice enhances effectiveness. Seek support from others who encourage your growth. Sharing your goals and progress with a trusted friend or mentor provides accountability and reassurance. They can offer perspective, advice, and celebrate your successes with you. Connection lightens the challenge and reinforces commitment. Break large goals into smaller actionable tasks that fit within your daily routine. For example, if public speaking is daunting, start by speaking up in small group discussions, then gradually increase your audience size. This scaffold approach builds competence and confidence incrementally. Track your feelings before, during, and after each step outside your comfort zone. Notice patterns of anxiety, excitement, or accomplishment. Reflecting on these emotional shifts helps you understand your responses and reduces fear over time. Celebrate the positive emotions as evidence of growth. Develop flexibility by trying new approaches when initial attempts feel uncomfortable or unsuccessful. Adaptation is part of the process, not failure. Experimenting with different strategies reveals what works best for you and keeps you engaged. Use positive self-talk to counteract doubts and negative beliefs. Remind yourself of past successes and strengths that support your ability to face challenges. Affirmations boost courage and reinforce a growth mindset. Practice gratitude for the opportunity to grow and the courage to try. Gratitude shifts focus from fear to appreciation and fuels resilience. Recognizing small wins encourages perseverance through difficulties. Integrate stepping out of your comfort zone into various life areas such as relationships, career, creativity, and health. Broadening the scope enhances overall confidence and adaptability. Set boundaries that protect your energy while expanding your limits. Balance challenge with rest to prevent burnout and maintain enthusiasm. Listen to your body and mind to adjust the pace as needed. Embrace failure and setbacks as natural parts of growth. Each experience provides valuable lessons and builds resilience. Viewing obstacles as temporary and surmountable strengthens determination. Develop a mindset of continuous improvement rather than perfection. Focus on progress and effort instead of flawless outcomes. This perspective reduces pressure and encourages risk-taking. Use reminders such as notes, alarms, or accountability partners to keep your daily steps visible and prioritized. These cues sustain focus and prevent procrastination. Celebrate courage as a quality in itself, regardless of outcome. Acknowledge that each step forward requires bravery and willingness to face uncertainty. This recognition reinforces your identity as a growing person. Reflect regularly on the benefits gained from stepping out. Notice increased confidence, new skills, expanded perspectives, and personal satisfaction. This awareness motivates continued effort. Engage in self-care practices to support emotional and physical well-being during times of change. Activities such as meditation, exercise, or hobbies replenish energy and reduce stress. Maintain openness to new experiences and possibilities that arise unexpectedly. Being receptive allows you to seize opportunities beyond your plans. Recognize that growth often feels uncomfortable but leads to freedom. The discomfort is temporary while the benefits endure. Challenge assumptions that limit your potential. Question beliefs that say you cannot or should not try new things. Replacing limiting thoughts with empowering ones opens new pathways. Use setbacks to deepen self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and encouragement rather than criticism during difficult moments. Compassion nurtures resilience and motivation. Visualize your future self who has embraced challenges and grown stronger. Use this vision as inspiration to keep moving forward. Develop rituals that signal readiness to face discomfort, such as deep breathing, motivational affirmations, or brief mindfulness exercises. These tools prepare your mind and body. Engage with stories of others who have stepped out of their comfort zones successfully. Learning from their journeys provides inspiration and practical strategies. Celebrate community by sharing your challenges and achievements with others who are also growing. This shared experience builds connection and mutual support. Understand that stepping out daily builds not only skills, but also identity. You become someone who embraces growth and possibility. Make taking daily small steps a lifestyle choice rather than a temporary effort. This commitment shapes your character and expands your potential indefinitely. Each day presents a new chance to push your boundaries and grow. Embrace these moments with courage, curiosity, and commitment. Over time, you will discover that breaking out of your comfort zone is the pathway to a richer, fuller life. Chapter 15: Develop financial discipline to create long-term stability. Developing financial discipline is a crucial step toward achieving long-term stability and peace of mind. It involves making intentional choices with your money, understanding your priorities, and creating habits that support your financial goals. Discipline in managing finances builds a solid foundation that allows you to handle unexpected challenges, invest in your future, and enjoy a sense of control over your life. The first step in cultivating financial discipline is gaining a clear picture of your current financial situation. Track your income, expenses, debts, and savings accurately. This honest assessment reveals patterns and areas needing improvement. Many people avoid this step due to fear or discomfort, but clarity is empowering and essential for effective planning. Once you understand your finances, set realistic and specific goals. These goals might include paying off debt, building an emergency fund, saving for retirement, or investing in education. Defining your objectives gives your money purpose and direction. Break larger goals into smaller milestones to make progress measurable and manageable. Creating and sticking to a budget is a cornerstone of financial discipline. A budget allocates your income toward necessary expenses, savings, and discretionary spending. It helps prevent overspending and keeps your priorities in focus. Use simple tools such as spreadsheets, apps, or notebooks to design a budget that fits your lifestyle. Automate savings and bill payments to reduce the risk of missed deadlines or impulsive spending. Automating contributions to savings accounts or investment plans ensures consistency. This pay yourself first strategy builds your financial cushion without relying solely on willpower. Practice mindful spending by distinguishing between needs and wants. Before making purchases, pause and ask if the item or service aligns with your values and goals. This habit reduces impulsive buying and frees resources for more meaningful uses. Delay non-essential purchases to allow time for reflection, which often decreases unnecessary spending. Eliminate or minimize high-interest debts quickly to reduce financial strain. Develop a plan to pay off credit cards or loans systematically. Prioritizing debt repayment reduces interest costs and improves your credit score, which affects future financial opportunities. Build an emergency fund that covers several months of essential expenses. This safety net protects you from unexpected events such as job loss or medical emergencies. Consistent contributions to this fund create security and reduce anxiety during tough times. Educate yourself about personal finance topics like investing, taxes, and retirement planning. Knowledge empowers informed decisions and helps you avoid costly mistakes. Seek reputable sources such as books, courses, or financial advisors to expand your understanding. Avoid lifestyle inflation by maintaining spending habits even when your income increases. Instead, direct additional income towards savings or investments. This discipline accelerates wealth building and prevents financial stress. Review and adjust your financial plan regularly. Life changes such as job shifts, family growth, or economic fluctuations require updates to your budget and goals. Flexibility ensures your plan remains relevant and effective. Develop patience and resist quick-fix solutions or get-rich-quick schemes. Sustainable financial stability results from consistent effort and wise choices over time. Cultivate a long-term perspective that values steady growth over instant gratification. Track your progress by celebrating milestones and achievements. Recognizing improvement reinforces positive habits and motivates continued discipline. Use visual tools such as charts or journals to make progress tangible. Seek accountability by sharing your financial goals with a trusted person or group. Regular check-ins provide encouragement and keep you committed. Accountability partners can also offer advice or perspective during challenges. Practice gratitude for what you currently have while working toward your goals. This mindset balances ambition with contentment and reduces stress related to money. Be cautious with credit and borrowing, use loans strategically and avoid accumulating unnecessary debt. Understand the terms and implications before committing to any financial obligations. Invest wisely according to your risk tolerance and timeline. Diversify your investments to protect against volatility. Consult professionals if needed to align your strategy with your goals. Limit exposure to marketing and social pressures that encourage excessive spending. Develop critical awareness of advertising tactics and societal expectations. This awareness helps maintain financial discipline. Maintain organized financial records to streamline management and tax preparation. Keeping documentation accessible reduces stress and errors. Avoid comparing your financial situation to others. Focus on your unique goals and progress. Comparison often leads to dissatisfaction and poor decisions. Develop emergency strategies for unexpected expenses, such as medical bills or urgent repairs. Planning ahead prevents panic and debt accumulation. Understand the impact of small daily spending habits. Minor savings or extra payments compound over time into significant benefits. Use credit responsibly by paying balances in full whenever possible. This practice avoids interest charges and builds a strong credit history. Be proactive about negotiating bills and expenses. Contact service providers to seek discounts or better terms. Small savings add up and improve your financial picture. Incorporate frugality as a mindset rather than deprivation. Find joy in simple and cost-effective choices that align with your values. Establish clear boundaries with friends and family regarding money to prevent conflicts. Communicate openly about your financial priorities and limits. Recognize that financial discipline supports not only material security but also emotional freedom. Reducing money worries improves overall well-being and confidence. Embrace the discipline of regular financial reviews to catch errors and identify opportunities. Staying informed enables timely and effective decisions. Balance spending on meaningful experiences and essentials to maintain a fulfilling life without overspending. Develop resilience by preparing for setbacks and recovering quickly from financial challenges. Adaptability strengthens your ability to maintain stability. Use budgeting and financial planning tools to simplify management and gain insights. Leverage technology to stay organized and informed. Avoid lifestyle comparisons fueled by social media or cultural pressures. Focus on personal fulfillment and goals. Celebrate the empowerment gained through financial discipline as it transforms your relationship with money. Building financial discipline creates a reliable foundation that supports your ambitions and cushions you against uncertainty. Through intentional habits, realistic planning, and continuous learning, you gain control and freedom. This discipline is a lifelong commitment that rewards patience and persistence with lasting stability and peace of mind. Chapter 16. Use setbacks as opportunities to learn and adapt quickly. Setbacks are inevitable in any journey toward growth and success, but how you respond to them defines your future. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures or reasons to give up, view them as valuable lessons and opportunities to adjust your approach. This mindset shift transforms obstacles into stepping stones and builds resilience. The ability to learn and adapt quickly after setbacks accelerates progress and deepens personal strength. When faced with a setback, the first step is to pause and detach emotionally from the immediate frustration or disappointment. This pause allows for clearer thinking instead of reactive responses. Take a moment to breathe deeply and acknowledge your feelings without judgment. Accepting your emotions honestly prepares you to engage with the situation constructively. Analyze the setback objectively by asking what happened and why. Break down the event into facts and identify the factors within your control versus those outside it. This process prevents blame or self-criticism from clouding your understanding. Instead, focus on gaining insight about what led to the outcome. Seek feedback from trusted sources to gain external perspectives. Sometimes our own view is limited by bias or emotional involvement. Others can provide valuable observations, suggestions, or encouragement that illuminate new paths forward. Being open to input requires humility and courage, but it strengthens your ability to adapt. Identify specific lessons from the experience. What knowledge or skills did you gain? What patterns or behaviors contributed to the setback? How can you change your approach to avoid similar results? Writing down these lessons solidifies learning and creates a reference for future challenges. Develop an action plan that incorporates the lessons learned. Set realistic and measurable steps to adjust your strategy or behavior. Breaking changes into manageable tasks makes adaptation practical and achievable. Prioritize actions that address root causes rather than surface symptoms. Maintain a growth mindset by viewing setbacks as part of the learning curve rather than proof of inadequacy. This outlook fosters curiosity and persistence. Remind yourself that mastery and success require repeated effort and refinement. Practice flexibility in your plans and goals. Adaptation means being willing to alter your course based on new information. Holding rigidly to one way can limit progress and cause frustration. Embrace change as a sign of growth rather than failure. Celebrate your ability to rebound and improve. Recognizing progress, no matter how small, reinforces motivation and confidence. Each setback overcome is evidence of your resilience and commitment. Avoid dwelling excessively on setbacks or catastrophizing outcomes. Prolonged rumination drains energy and clouds judgment. Instead, focus on present actions and future possibilities. Redirect your attention to constructive steps forward. Cultivate self-compassion during difficult moments. Treat yourself kindly rather than harshly. Compassion provides emotional support and reduces stress, enabling clearer thinking and quicker recovery. Use setbacks to strengthen problem-solving skills. Analyze challenges creatively and explore multiple solutions. This practice builds mental agility and resourcefulness. Maintain healthy habits such as proper sleep, nutrition, and exercise to support physical and emotional resilience. A strong body and mind handle setbacks more effectively. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage learning and growth. Sharing struggles and solutions with others creates connection and collective wisdom. Document your journey of setbacks and adaptations. Keeping a journal helps track patterns, insights, and improvements. Reviewing this record provides perspective and motivation. Recognize that setbacks often reveal hidden opportunities. Challenges can expose areas for innovation, new directions, or untapped potential. Being open to these possibilities transforms difficulty into advantage. Develop mental discipline to focus on what you can control rather than uncontrollable external factors. This focus reduces anxiety and increases effectiveness. Practice mindfulness to stay present and avoid being overwhelmed by negative thoughts related to setbacks. Awareness cultivates calm and clarity. Use visualization to rehearse overcoming obstacles and succeeding after setbacks. Mental practice prepares your mind for resilience and confidence. Build patience by understanding that adaptation takes time and effort. Avoid rushing change or expecting immediate results. Set boundaries to protect yourself from toxic influences that discourage growth or amplify setbacks. Healthy relationships foster recovery and progress. Engage in continuous learning to strengthen your ability to adapt. Read books, take courses, or seek mentors who model resilience and growth. Develop emotional intelligence to manage stress and interpersonal challenges that may arise during setbacks. This skill supports balanced responses and effective communication. Recognize the temporary nature of setbacks. This perspective reduces fear and encourages persistence. Apply a solution-focused approach by concentrating on how to move forward rather than why the setback happened. This orientation empowers action. Create contingency plans to prepare for potential setbacks in advance. Anticipation reduces disruption and supports quicker adaptation. Use setbacks as motivation to deepen commitment to your goals. Challenges highlight the value and importance of your pursuits. Maintain optimism by focusing on possibilities and growth rather than limitations. Positive expectation fuels energy and creativity. Practice gratitude for the lessons and strength gained through setbacks. Gratitude shifts focus from loss to gain. Understand that setbacks build character and wisdom. Each challenge overcome shapes a more capable and confident person. Embrace humility by acknowledging that mistakes and setbacks are natural parts of the human experience. This acceptance fosters learning and connection. Avoid perfectionism that paralyzes progress or magnifies setbacks. Strive for progress and improvement instead. Seek inspiration from stories of individuals who turned setbacks into successes. Their experiences demonstrate the power of adaptation. Use setbacks to clarify your purpose and priorities. Difficulties often highlight what truly matters. Reframe setbacks as feedback rather than failure. Feedback guides your growth and refines your approach. Invest time in self-reflection after setbacks to deepen understanding and reinforce learning. Reflection enhances insight and intentionality. Stay committed to your journey despite obstacles. Persistence is the key to transforming setbacks into breakthroughs. Balance acceptance of setbacks with proactive effort to change. This balance cultivates resilience and agency. Recognize that setbacks are often the catalyst for breakthroughs and transformation. What feels like a roadblock can become a launchpad. By embracing setbacks as opportunities to learn and adapt quickly, you build the foundation for sustained growth and success. This mindset empowers you to move through challenges with strength, clarity, and purpose. Each setback becomes a lesson that fuels your evolution rather than a barrier that halts your progress. Chapter 17. Create a morning routine that energizes and prepares you. Creating a morning routine that energizes and prepares you sets the tone for your entire day and builds a foundation for sustained success. The way you start your morning influences your mindset, productivity, and emotional resilience. A well-crafted routine is intentional, consistent, and tailored to your needs, helping you step into each day with clarity and vitality. Begin by waking up at a consistent time to regulate your internal clock. This regularity improves sleep quality and mental alertness. Avoid hitting the snooze button as it disrupts your rhythm and leaves you feeling groggy. Instead, get up promptly and allow yourself to ease into the morning intentionally. Hydration is a simple yet powerful way to energize your body after hours without fluids. Drinking a glass of water immediately upon waking kickstarts your metabolism, flushes out toxins, and improves cognitive function. Make this a non-negotiable first step before any caffeine or food. Incorporate physical movement early in your routine to stimulate blood flow and awaken muscles. This doesn't have to be intense exercise. Gentle stretching, yoga, or a brief walk can boost energy and reduce stiffness. Movement activates your nervous system and prepares your mind for focus and action. Spend a few minutes engaging in mindful breathing or meditation. This practice centers your attention, calms the mind, and fosters emotional balance. Starting the day with mindfulness equips you to handle stress and distractions more effectively. Set a clear intention or goal for the day. Reflect on what you want to accomplish or how you want to feel. Articulating your priorities creates direction and motivation. Write down your intention or say it aloud to reinforce commitment. Avoid immediately diving into emails, social media, or news. These distractions can overwhelm your mind and drain energy before your day even begins. Instead, reserve technology for after your foundational morning practices. Fuel your body with a nutritious breakfast that provides sustained energy. Focus on balanced meals with protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. Avoid high sugar or processed foods that cause energy crashes and foggy thinking. Use affirmations or positive self-talk to boost confidence and mindset. Repeating empowering statements helps build resilience and optimism. Tailor affirmations to your current goals and challenges for maximum impact. Engage in a brief journaling session to capture thoughts, gratitude, or reflections. Writing clarifies your mind, releases tension, and sets a purposeful tone. Focus on what you're thankful for, lessons learned, or intentions moving forward. Prepare your environment to support productivity. Organize your workspace, lay out necessary materials, or tidy your surroundings. A clean and orderly space reduces stress and fosters focus. Incorporate learning into your morning by reading, listening to podcasts, or reviewing motivational content. This habit stimulates your intellect and inspires growth. Choose material aligned with your goals and values. Plan your schedule or to-do list to prioritize important tasks. Breaking down your day into manageable actions reduces overwhelm and increases efficiency. Use tools like planners, apps, or simple lists to keep organized. Practice gratitude by acknowledging positive aspects of your life and opportunities. Gratitude uplifts mood and shifts perspective toward abundance rather than lack. Recognize small joys or achievements from the previous day. Limit decision fatigue by standardizing certain morning choices. For example, prepare your outfit or breakfast the night before. Simplifying decisions conserves mental energy for more significant challenges. Incorporate hydration throughout your morning to maintain alertness. Sipping water or herbal tea supports cognitive function and physical well-being. Maintain consistency in your routine while allowing flexibility for special circumstances. Regular practice forms habits that become effortless over time. Adjust as needed without losing sight of core elements. Avoid multitasking during your morning routine. Focus fully on each activity to maximize benefits and foster presence. Mindful engagement improves quality and satisfaction. Use natural light exposure to regulate circadian rhythms and boost mood. Open curtains or step outside briefly to greet the day. Include breathing exercises that energize or relax depending on your needs. Techniques like box breathing or alternate nostril breathing can balance your nervous system. Set boundaries around your morning time by communicating needs to others. Protect this period to ensure uninterrupted practice and mental preparation. Track your routine's effectiveness and make adjustments to optimize outcomes. Notice how different elements influence energy levels, focus, and mood. Celebrate small wins in your morning routine to reinforce positive habits. Acknowledge consistency or improvements with self-encouragement. Combine physical, mental, and emotional practices for holistic preparation. Addressing multiple dimensions creates a balanced start that sustains you throughout the day. Avoid rushing through your morning to prevent stress accumulation. Allocate sufficient time to complete your routine calmly and fully. Incorporate moments of stillness or silence to cultivate inner peace. Even brief pauses refresh the mind and nurture clarity. Prepare for sleep by winding down your evening routine. Quality mornings begin with restful nights, so prioritize habits that support deep sleep. Experiment with different morning activities to discover what energizes and inspires you most. Personalize your routine to fit your preferences and lifestyle. Recognize that your morning routine is a foundation, not a rigid schedule. Flexibility allows adaptation to changing circumstances while maintaining core practices. Use your morning routine to connect with your purpose and values. Aligning daily practices with deeper meaning increases fulfillment and drive. Engage in acts of kindness or generosity early in the day to foster positivity and connection. Small gestures improve mood and social bonds. Practice gratitude for the opportunity to begin a new day. This mindset opens your heart and mind to possibility. Maintain accountability by sharing your morning routine goals with supportive individuals. External encouragement strengthens commitment. Reflect periodically on the evolution of your routine and its impact on your life. This awareness fuels motivation and continuous improvement. Creating a morning routine that energizes and prepares you is a deliberate act of self-care and strategy. It equips you to face challenges, pursue goals, and experience life fully. By combining consistency, mindfulness, movement, nutrition, and intentional focus, you transform your mornings into a powerful launchpad for success. This practice builds momentum, fosters resilience, and cultivates joy one day at a time. Chapter 18. Set boundaries that protect your energy and focus. Setting boundaries that protect your energy and focus is essential for maintaining clarity, productivity, and emotional well-being. Boundaries define what you will accept and what you will not, allowing you to prioritize what truly matters and safeguard your mental and physical resources. Without clear boundaries, distractions, demands, and stresses can easily drain your energy and divert your attention from your goals. Start by recognizing the areas of your life where your energy is being depleted. These might include excessive social commitments, unproductive work demands, or relationships that drain rather than uplift you. Awareness is the foundation for setting meaningful limits. Determine your priorities and values to guide boundary-setting decisions. When you know what is most important, it becomes easier to say no to activities or requests that do not align with your purpose or well-being. Clarify your goals, energy levels, and emotional needs to create boundaries that support them. Communicate your boundaries clearly and assertively. Use direct language that expresses your limits without apology or justification. Being clear reduces misunderstandings and sets expectations for how others should treat your time and energy. Learn to say no without guilt. Saying no is a vital skill that protects your focus and prevents burnout. Remember that every yes to something less important is a no to something more valuable. Practice polite but firm refusals and honor your decisions. Establish time boundaries by scheduling focused work periods and breaks. Allocate specific times for deep work, meetings, and rest. This structure helps prevent interruptions and multitasking that reduce efficiency and increase stress. Create physical boundaries by designing a workspace or environment that minimizes distractions. Organize your surroundings to support concentration and comfort. Use tools such as noise-canceling headphones, privacy screens, or dedicated rooms to protect your focus. Limit digital distractions by managing notifications and setting tech-free periods. Silence unnecessary alerts and designate times to check email or social media. This control reduces cognitive overload and frees mental bandwidth. Set emotional boundaries to protect your mental health. Avoid engaging in gossip, negativity, or draining conversations. Recognize when to step back from emotionally taxing situations and seek supportive interactions instead. Define boundaries in relationships by expressing your needs and limits regarding time, communication, and involvement. Healthy relationships respect personal space and autonomy. When others disregard your boundaries, reinforce them consistently. Practice self-awareness to monitor when boundaries are being crossed or weakened. Notice feelings of exhaustion, irritability, or overwhelm as signals to reassess your limits. Adjust boundaries proactively to maintain balance. Prioritize rest and recovery by blocking time for sleep, relaxation, and activities that replenish your energy. Boundaries include protecting downtime as non-negotiable to sustain long-term focus and health. Use boundaries to protect your creative and intellectual energy. Schedule uninterrupted periods for deep thinking, learning, or problem-solving. Guard this time fiercely as it fuels innovation and growth. Set financial boundaries to control spending, saving, and investments. Avoid commitments that strain your resources or conflict with your goals. Financial clarity reduces stress and supports stability. Develop routines that signal the beginning and end of work or personal time. Rituals create mental separation between roles and activities, enhancing focus and preventing burnout. Respect others' boundaries as a way to reinforce your own. Modeling boundary setting encourages mutual understanding and healthier interactions. Anticipate challenges to your boundaries and prepare strategies to uphold them. Practice responses to common requests or pressures that test your limits. Confidence in enforcement strengthens your resolve. Balance flexibility with firmness. Boundaries are guidelines to protect your well-being, but rigidness can create unnecessary conflict or stress. Adapt boundaries thoughtfully while maintaining core protections. Use technology tools to support boundary setting such as calendar blocks, focus apps, or message filters. Leveraging resources simplifies management and enforces limits. Recognize that setting boundaries is an ongoing process that evolves with your needs and circumstances. Regularly review and adjust limits to stay aligned with your priorities. Seek support from trusted individuals who respect and reinforce your boundaries. Sharing your intentions with others creates accountability and encouragement. Practice self-compassion when boundaries are tested or broken. Reaffirm your commitment without harsh judgment and recommit to your limits. Understand that boundaries protect not only your energy but also your relationships and reputation. Clear limits create respect and reliability. Avoid overcommitting by evaluating your capacity before agreeing to new tasks or responsibilities. Realistic assessment prevents overwhelm and ensures quality focus. Establish boundaries around information consumption to prevent overload and anxiety. Choose sources thoughtfully and limit exposure to distressing or irrelevant content. Use boundaries to create space for joy, creativity, and personal growth. Protecting time for meaningful activities enhances life satisfaction. Set clear limits on multitasking as it fragments attention and reduces effectiveness. Focus on one task at a time to maximize quality and efficiency. Recognize the connection between boundaries and self-respect. Valuing your needs sets the standard for how others treat you. Prepare for pushback or resistance when asserting boundaries. Stand firm with calm confidence and repeat your limits as needed. Celebrate the freedom and energy gained through boundary setting. Acknowledge how clear limits improve your focus, mood, and productivity. Balance openness with protection by sharing appropriately while maintaining privacy. Transparency fosters trust without compromising your well-being. Use physical activity or relaxation techniques to reinforce boundaries by reducing stress and increasing mental clarity. Commit to lifelong boundary maintenance as a key component of personal growth and success. Boundaries are not barriers but gateways to focus and fulfillment. Each boundary you set is a declaration of your priorities and self-worth. Protecting your energy and focus creates the space needed to pursue your goals with determination and joy. Through clear limits you cultivate respect, resilience, and the power to direct your life intentionally every day. Chapter 19. Cultivate optimism by focusing on solutions instead of problems. Cultivating optimism by focusing on solutions instead of problems transforms how you experience challenges and how effectively you move forward. When you direct your attention toward finding answers rather than dwelling on obstacles, you open your mind to possibilities and build a mindset that fuels growth and resilience. Optimism is not about ignoring difficulties, but about choosing a constructive response that empowers progress. Begin by acknowledging problems honestly without exaggeration or denial. Clear recognition allows you to understand the situation fully. Avoid getting stuck in negative emotions or catastrophic thinking that block creative thinking. Instead, use problems as data points to analyze and learn from. Shift your perspective by asking solution-oriented questions. Instead of "why is this happening to me?" focus on "what can I do to improve this?" or "what options do I have right now?" This simple change refocuses your energy on action and opportunity. Break down complex problems into smaller, manageable parts. Identifying specific issues helps prevent overwhelm and creates a clear path for intervention. Addressing components one by one increases your sense of control and achievement. Practice brainstorming multiple solutions without judging their feasibility initially. Generating diverse ideas encourages creative thinking and uncovers unexpected paths. Write down all possibilities, no matter how unconventional, to expand your options. Evaluate potential solutions by weighing pros and cons, resources required, and possible outcomes. This process guides you toward practical and effective choices. Prioritize solutions that align with your values and goals. Take decisive action on the best solution rather than waiting for perfect conditions or certainty. Movement creates momentum and reduces anxiety. Even small steps toward resolution improve confidence and clarity. Learn from each attempt regardless of outcome. If a solution does not work as planned, analyze why and adjust accordingly. Flexibility in problem solving is a hallmark of optimism and perseverance. Surround yourself with positive influences who encourage solution-focused thinking. Engage with people who support growth and constructive action rather than complaint or negativity. Their energy reinforces your mindset. Use affirmations and positive self-talk to strengthen belief in your ability to overcome difficulties. Statements like "I am capable of finding solutions" or "challenges help me grow" rewire your thinking toward optimism. Practice gratitude for the lessons and strengths gained through facing problems. Recognizing growth shifts focus from loss to gain and nurtures hope. Avoid dwelling on blame or past mistakes that cannot be changed. Focus on what you can control and influence now. This orientation empowers you to make meaningful progress. Limit exposure to negative media or conversations that amplify problems without offering solutions. Protect your mental environment to sustain a constructive outlook. Develop patience by accepting that some problems take time to resolve. Maintain optimism by trusting the process and staying engaged. Incorporate mindfulness to observe your thoughts without judgment. Awareness of negative patterns allows intentional redirection towards solution-focused thinking. Visualize successful outcomes to motivate action and reinforce optimism. Imagining positive results energizes your efforts and clarifies goals. Celebrate each problem solved and each step forward. Recognizing progress builds momentum and reinforces a hopeful attitude. Set goals that emphasize outcomes rather than obstacles. Define what you want to achieve instead of focusing on what holds you back. Create routines that include reflection on challenges and the solutions applied. This habit deepens learning and prepares you for future difficulties. Practice empathy by understanding others' perspectives during problem solving. Collaborative optimism enhances creativity and support. Use setbacks as opportunities to refine your problem-solving skills. Each challenge strengthens your capacity to respond effectively. Recognize that optimism is a choice supported by habits and mindset. Commit daily to focusing on possibilities and solutions. Avoid all-or-nothing thinking that magnifies problems or dismisses progress. Embrace nuance and incremental improvements. Leverage resources such as books, mentors, or courses to develop problem-solving abilities. Continuous learning fuels optimism. Develop a sense of humor to lighten the emotional load of challenges. Laughter reduces stress and opens mental flexibility. Use physical activity to clear your mind and stimulate creative thinking. Movement enhances cognitive function and mood. Set boundaries around time spent on problem analysis to prevent rumination. Allocate specific periods for reflection and action. Incorporate relaxation techniques to reduce anxiety that hinders solution-focused thinking. Calm minds think more clearly and creatively. Maintain an open mind to alternative viewpoints and approaches. Openness expands potential solutions and fosters collaboration. Document your problem-solving journey to track progress and insights. Reviewing your experiences builds confidence and wisdom. Recognize the impact of optimism on your health, relationships, and performance. Positive mindsets promote well-being and effective action. Use setbacks as motivation to deepen your commitment to optimistic problem-solving. Challenges highlight the value of resilience and creativity. Practice generosity by sharing solutions and encouragement with others. Contributing to collective growth reinforces your own optimism. Balance realism with hope by acknowledging difficulties while believing in positive outcomes. This balance sustains motivation and clear thinking. Focus on your strengths and past successes to fuel confidence in solving current problems. Remembering achievements boosts morale. Use goal-setting frameworks like SMART goals to create clear and actionable solutions. Structure enhances focus and accountability. Develop patience and persistence to navigate complex or long-term problems. Consistent effort yields meaningful results. Recognize that focusing on solutions strengthens your sense of agency and control. This empowerment reduces helplessness and despair. Limit multitasking during problem-solving to enhance concentration and effectiveness. Single-task focus improves quality and speed. Cultivate curiosity about challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Curiosity opens doors to innovation and optimism. Commit to a mindset of continuous improvement rather than perfection. Progress fuels hope and sustained effort. Avoid comparing your problems or solutions with others. Focus on your unique journey and resources. Use positive visualization before tackling problems to prime your brain for success. Mental rehearsal improves performance and attitude. Practice gratitude for the support and resources available to you. Appreciation builds optimism and resilience. Seek feedback on your solutions to refine and enhance effectiveness. Constructive input sharpens your approach. Recognize that optimism and solution focus are skills that grow stronger with practice. Regular application deepens these qualities. Embrace the power of choice in directing your focus toward solutions. This conscious decision transforms challenges into opportunities for growth. By cultivating optimism through focusing on solutions instead of problems, you build resilience, creativity, and momentum. This approach empowers you to navigate life's challenges with confidence and purpose. Optimism is not wishful thinking, but a practical strategy that fuels success and fulfillment every day. Chapter 20. Commit to lifelong learning and never stop evolving. Committing to lifelong learning and never stopping your evolution is the foundation for continuous growth, adaptation, and fulfillment. Life does not pause, and neither should your desire to expand knowledge, develop new skills, and refine your mindset. Embracing learning as a constant journey keeps your mind sharp, your goals relevant, and your spirit alive. Start by adopting a curious mindset that welcomes new information and experiences. Curiosity fuels discovery and drives the motivation to explore unfamiliar topics. Approach life with the intention to learn something valuable every day, no matter how small. Set clear learning goals aligned with your personal and professional aspirations. Identify areas where growth will have the greatest impact and commit to developing expertise or improving competence in those fields. This focus directs your energy efficiently. Create daily habits that support learning, such as reading, listening to podcasts, watching educational videos, or practicing new skills. Consistency, even in small doses, builds momentum and deepens understanding over time. Engage with diverse sources and perspectives to broaden your worldview. Exposure to different ideas challenges assumptions and stimulates critical thinking. Seek out books, courses, conversations, and environments that expand your horizons. Reflect regularly on what you learn and how it applies to your life. Reflection deepens comprehension and connects knowledge to action. Journaling insights or discussing new ideas with others reinforces retention and encourages application. Embrace challenges and mistakes as essential parts of the learning process. Growth often occurs through struggle and failure. View setbacks as opportunities to adapt and improve rather than as indicators of defeat. Stay open to feedback and constructive criticism. Honest input from others reveals blind spots and areas for improvement. Actively seeking feedback shows humility and a genuine commitment to progress. Balance acquiring knowledge with practical application. Learning is most powerful when translated into action. Experiment with new techniques. Test ideas and iterate to refine skills and solutions. Maintain mental flexibility by questioning old beliefs and being willing to revise your understanding. Lifelong learning requires adaptability and the courage to let go of outdated views that no longer serve you. Invest time in skill building that complements your evolving goals, whether technical abilities, emotional intelligence, communication, or leadership. Ongoing development enhances your effectiveness and opportunities. Surround yourself with a community of learners who inspire and challenge you. Shared curiosity and mutual support create a rich environment for growth. Engage in discussions, collaborations, or study groups that foster accountability and motivation. Use technology wisely to access educational resources. Online courses, webinars, and digital libraries provide convenient and varied opportunities for learning. Stay updated on innovations relevant to your interests. Balance structured learning with experiential opportunities. Hands-on experiences, travel, volunteering, or new hobbies deepen understanding beyond theory. Real-world practice sharpens judgment and creativity. Develop a growth mindset that values effort and persistence. Believing that abilities can improve through dedication encourages resilience and enthusiasm for learning. Celebrate progress rather than perfection. Manage your time intentionally to include learning in your daily schedule. Prioritize moments for study or reflection, even amid busy demands. Consistent practice ensures steady evolution. Cultivate patience, recognizing that meaningful growth takes time. Avoid rushing or expecting immediate mastery. Trust the process and stay committed through gradual improvements. Celebrate milestones and breakthroughs to reinforce motivation. Acknowledge your expanding knowledge and skills as proof of your dedication. Positive reinforcement encourages ongoing engagement. Read widely across disciplines to foster creativity and problem-solving. Cross-pollination of ideas from different fields enriches your thinking and innovation. Stay humble about what you know and open to what you don't. Intellectual humility opens doors to deeper insights and richer learning experiences. Integrate wellness practices that support mental clarity and energy for learning. Quality sleep, nutrition, and stress management enhance cognitive function and retention. Keep a learning journal to track your journey, questions, and progress. Documenting your evolution creates a valuable resource and motivates reflection. Engage with mentors and role models who exemplify lifelong learning. Their guidance and example provide inspiration and practical wisdom. Teach others what you learn to deepen your own understanding and contribute to collective growth. Sharing knowledge reinforces mastery and builds community. Recognize that learning evolves beyond formal education. Life itself is a classroom filled with lessons from relationships, challenges, and successes. Stay curious about emerging trends and innovations to remain relevant and forward-thinking. Anticipating change prepares you to seize opportunities and navigate disruptions. Balance consumption of information with time for synthesis and creativity. Absorbing content is valuable, but creating and experimenting consolidate learning. Practice gratitude for the opportunity to grow and improve continually. Appreciation for your capacity to learn nurtures optimism and perseverance. Use setbacks as feedback to refine your learning strategies and deepen resilience. Challenges highlight areas needing attention and inspire renewed effort. Focus on mastery in areas that matter most to you instead of superficial knowledge. Depth fosters confidence and meaningful impact. Take care of your physical health to sustain mental endurance for ongoing learning. Regular exercise and rest support cognitive vitality. Stay organized by managing your learning materials, notes, and resources efficiently. Easy access encourages regular review and application. Celebrate the journey of learning as a lifelong adventure rather than a destination. Embrace change, curiosity, and growth as constants in your life. Commitment to lifelong learning empowers you to navigate uncertainty with confidence and creativity. It fuels personal fulfillment and professional excellence. The pursuit of knowledge and growth keeps your mind active, your goals vibrant, and your spirit engaged. Each new lesson is a building block in your evolving self. By never stopping your evolution, you continuously unlock potential, seize opportunities, and live with intention. Lifelong learning is a powerful choice that shapes a meaningful and successful life.